FindMassMoney.gov wants you to know you may have summer vacation money coming to you don't even know about. Enter your name at FindMassMoney.gov. The money could be coming to you from forgotten bank accounts, payroll, refund checks, insurance proceeds. Before you find your tan line this summer, let's see if you got some money coming to you from FindMassMoney.gov. FindMassMoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and free.
33 great years.
Hi, Kimberly Dare from Cromwell Chevrolet, and it's our 33rd year in business. Wow. And we want it to be our best year yet for us, and especially you.
We've got plenty of Chevys in stock and on the way. Crossovers, SUVs, Silverados, and used vehicles too. And we're celebrating 33 years with our best prices ever.
We shop the competition daily, like we always have, to guarantee you our best price possible every day.
Our best price possible on every Chevy in stock every day.
We want this to be our best year yet, especially for you.
Cromwell Chevrolet, located right off Route 495, exit 103A in Lawrence.
For your best Chevy deal, find us fast at shopuslast.com.
We're celebrating 33 years with our best prices ever.
It's our 33rd year in business. Wow.
Hi, Charlie Dare, and thanks for 33 great years, and this will be our best yet.
33 great years. And the best is yet to come.
Shop us last, you'll love us.
If pain in your knees or hips are keeping you from living your best active life this summer, then stop the suffering now. QC Kinetics just introduced an all-new, super affordable starter plan that you can sign up for today. QC Kinetics local medical professionals have developed the latest protocols in regenerative medicine, giving you access right here in Boston. These treatments speed up your body's natural healing ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. I'm talking real, lasting relief in your knees, hips, back, and shoulders. People who thought surgery was their only option have seen remarkable success. There's no drugs involved either and no downtime. This is next generation pain management, and now it's more affordable than ever. This is your chance to discover an advanced all-natural approach that can get you back to doing all the things you love to do. Say goodbye to joint pain with QC Kinetics all-new starter plan. Call 617-644-PAIN. Clinics all over New England, 617-644-PAIN. It's a free consultation.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
The light is fading, your hands are sore, and the last tool has been put away. Now is the time to feel the satisfaction that comes with a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe that everyone deserves hardworking tools at hardworking prices. And that's what we have here. So, whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox going for the sweep of the Blue Jays up in Toronto. And normally before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora, but he was on the flagship station earlier today, so we're giving him the night off. So Will had a chance to catch up with the hitting coach, Pete Fatsey, and it's brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Celebrate the Great American Sales Event and join the Bronco family, or get a great offer on America's best-selling trucks, F-Series, official truck of the Red Sox.
With the hitting coach, Pete Fatsey. Before the finale in Toronto, the offense on an incredible roll, Pete. And, one thing that has struck me this last week, as the young guys are the engine that's driving this team, you made this life choice years ago to invest your time and energy into helping other people become big league ball players and become the best versions of themselves. And over this last couple of weeks, there are several examples on your club of guys who the light bulb is going on. And I know that you've invested so much time and thought and energy with them. What's it like for you to watch that happen?
Well, I think it's first a testament to the players, obviously, like tremendous talent. I think one thing that we pride ourselves, and I say we, our offensive group with Louis, Ben, and Joe, is building really solid relationships. That starts back in spring training, and obviously you acquire players throughout the year. So that's an ongoing process. But you build the relationships, the authentic relationships, and then, obviously the work's the work. We're always going to be battling. Inevitably, we're going to have hard times. We're going to have good times as well. But I think the big thing is making sure these guys know that we're there for them. And then from there, it's just you're always looking for signs, right? A guy backs the ball up and shoots it the other way, or a guy maybe is sitting on a pitch, he gets it and he puts a good swing on it. You're just looking for signs. And I think, we're starting to see the fruits of a lot of hard work come to fruition, and it's nice that it happens and we're winning ball games.
It's very cool to hear that you guys have tweaked your program a little bit. Instead of these full group meetings where you overload everybody with starters and relief pitchers, it's now more one-on-one. How did that come about, and what have you seen as the benefits of that in the early going?
I think it was we had a series we played against Tampa at home. I believe we went to St. Louis, and then we were going to Tampa to follow up. And there's just no need to cover the exact same group of guys. And we were kind of in the midst of, I don't want to say like we were grinding, but we kept the process really simple. And obviously we had a nice series down in Tampa. And I think, it's nothing that we don't do. Obviously when we were having meetings every single day, we were still having these side conversations. So to a degree, you're almost eliminating one of those steps that along the way. What I really think it's done is it creates an opportunity for guys, especially some of the younger guys, to come prepared to the conversation and be convicted in something, as opposed to maybe me telling them something, or they come prepared. They're talking to their teammates. It's really been big from an engagement perspective. I wouldn't say that's the reason we're doing what we're doing, but I think at the end of the day, the guys feel good about it and we feel good about it, so we're going to roll with it.
I've heard so many of your hitters tell me that it's a two-way street, and they respect so much how you have ideas for them, but then you're willing to kind of change on the fly based on what you see and what works for them. When did you learn to do that?
Well, I think I think the most important part, going back to the relationship piece, is this is not about me or any of the coaches. It's about them and trying to pull the most out of each individual player. And I think the best part of that is when you have a good relationship with your guys and your guys trust you, is they're going to tell you the truth and we're going to tell them the truth. So if we bring something to them that we may feel might be helpful, but maybe it's not the right time, or maybe it's not the right direction the player wants to go, we're ultimately here to help the player perform. So I think having that relationship allows us to have those types of conversations. How I learned it, I don't know. I have a very patient wife. Let's put it that way.
Ain't that the key for all of us?
That's exactly right.
We got to talk about Cedon, because the evolution is just remarkable. It started a few weeks ago, spinning balls the other way, more patient, better contact. And now, he is just on an incredible roll. Can you talk us through, let's just take the last month as an example, what you guys focused on and what he's improved?
Yeah, I think a lot of it, too, is, right, I think as much as you look at the timeline, and yes, there's been improvement, he's still 2.5 months into his first big league season, so I think you're going to naturally have ups and downs. For me, it was really, he's getting a sense of the league, seeing guys for the first time, getting a sense of how guys pitch him. But I think I just identified, obviously, it was, noted in some of the swing things, just kind of quieting down his hands, putting him in position to see the ball, be as athletic as he can be. And then the second piece is really getting comfortable formulating a plan. You're seeing him take pitches, slowing at bats down, understanding that just because you get down in the count 0-1, it doesn't mean you're 0-2, that you can play with a strike. Really trying to simplify the concept of count leverage. It's pre-2 strike and 2 strike, right? And pre-2K, we're looking for a pitch we can hit hard. In 2 strikes, we're going to battle, ball 4, ball in play is kind of how I like to say it. So I think really simplifying those things, again, to understand he's still empowered 0-1, and I think you're seeing him more comfortable as counts go. And it's cool to watch for me, because the game he's just so intuitive, and he's got such a good baseball clock that you see him make adjustments on the fly. And it's just been really fun for me to see him take on I guess the season, so to speak, and make the adjustments that he's made. He works really hard, he plays really hard, he cares a lot about winning, and ultimately when you have those things, success is going to follow you at some point.
Speaking of all that count leverage, to me, Rob Refsnyder's like the embodiment of that. He continues to put together an at-bat that the moment requires. And he'll take chances early in counts because he should. Yeah. And then, though, when it's a 2-strike count, he's battling, he's fighting. Is that the living example of what you guys are trying to preach to these young guys?
1,000%. I don't think we could I mean, we have some really talented players on this group. I mean, you nailed it with Rob. I don't know if there's a better role model for our younger guys to watch, putting at bats together, putting games together. Rob Refsnyder, anytime he gets an opportunity, you nailed it. I mean, you expect him to have 44 quality at bats a night. The results are the results. He works really hard with his swing, but I think it starts with him. His level of preparation is really good. And at this point, as a veteran player, he knows what he needs. More importantly, knows what he does not need. And he's a great communicator. If he feels something or needs something, he comes to us. Obviously, if we see something, we're very proactive with him. But he just knows himself really well. And I think that's something when you watch our young guys, or I guess I would say that if you could pass something on to our young guys, that's where you want guys to get to, where they know themselves that well.
How about David Hamilton? I mean, the game sped up on him the last couple years early in the season, trying to impress maybe. It's the big leagues. It's different. And then all of a sudden something happened, and he's been one of your most valuable hitters. How about Hammy? What has led to that evolution?
He's a good player, and he's really athletic. And I think some of it is the game was moving fast. I think we all kind of saw that, especially the brief stints that he had early on in his call-up, when Trevor went down. For me, it's truly about confidence. I mean, the amount of time he spends, obviously the work has been consistent, but the level of attention to detail with his work, I think has improved. His work, obviously it's noted, Jason spent some time with him. Louis Ortiz spends a ton of time with him, just walking him through situations in game. And that's obviously by design on our end to create that support for him. And I think that's probably one of the more overlooked things. Like, if you watch him on the bench when he wasn't playing, he was in every pitch. So his ability to retain information, he was going through at bats, he was going through situations. He wasn't just sitting hanging out. I mean, to a degree it was work, and I'm really proud of him for that, because you can see that situation go two ways. A guy maybe is not playing and they're relaxed. We want him to be relaxed, but are you watching? Are you learning? Are you pulling something from your time here? And to his credit, he did, and he was able to apply it. And I think on the offensive side, really made a commitment to hitting, to staying above the ball, hitting line drives. I mean, I think him hitting the ball the other way with authority is something that we felt was an opportunity for him. He's going to pull the balls with success. He handles the ball close, but his ability to drive the ball to left field is something, an area we thought he could continue to improve on. And I feel like he's done a nice job of that. He's used the wall at home, obviously staying on a line to left center field. And then again, the pull side stuff's part of his strengths.
Rafi is unlike any hitter I've ever watched. I would imagine unlike any person you've ever coached, where certain swings just tell you that big things are coming. Even foul balls, like into the third base seats, usually mean that he's about to get hot. Why is that? Like, what does that say about his swing that kind of unlocks the good and the great of him?
Yeah, I mean, Rafi's unbelievable. This is going on my 5th year with him now, and for me, with him specifically, kind of to a degree with any left-handed hitter, anytime you see a guy get quick with their front side, their direction has a tendency to suffer. So for me, when you're seeing those foul balls over the third base side, or even just, you saw that line, I mean, the homer against Kikuchi says it all, right? Like, allowing the ball to travel and staying on the ball, to me, that sets him up for a ton of success. And he's a guy that can hit the ball out anywhere he wants. So I think the fact that he's that comfortable letting the ball travel, I think you're seeing other things like his walk rate, like he's taking his walks, he's passing the baton. Parts of his game that we all know are there. I think it's allowing that to come out, and I mean, I can't say enough good things. And the way he's embraced, for me, the other piece is the way he's embraced our young core. Man, he's been fantastic with that group, and obviously I lean on him a lot in that respect.
Last one for you, Pete. It's something that I think and I say sometimes, and I want your thoughts, whether you think this is true. It seems to be when you guys have these young burners on the base paths, some percentage of the pitcher's focus is on them. You're flying around, you're taking the extra 90. Do hitters get better pitches to hit when there's guys with speed on the bases?
I mean, subjectively, I think so. I mean, when you force a guy to, maybe he's a 1-4 to a 1-2, I mean, quick enough the delivery, the arm maybe doesn't catch up, and you get that breaking ball that just doesn't finish the same way, or that fastball that's just left up that doesn't get across their body. I also think it's just one more thing that the other team has to think about. You start thinking about, our goal is to create, we want to keep things as simple as possible. That guy on the mound is trying to do the same thing, execute pitches. And when you have one more thing that he has to think about, and the catcher has to think about, the manager has to think about, it can creates a little bit more havoc. So obviously the boys are doing great. Huddy and Foxy are doing a great job keeping them engaged. So for me, it's been really fun to watch.
I know you're having a great time with this group. We're having a great time watching them and talking about them. Thanks so much for the time, Pete.
Of course.
All right, there you go. The hitting coach, Pete Fatsy. Time now to see who's in the hot tub. The injury update is presented by New England Spas. Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, swim, spa, sauna, or cold plunge from New England Spas, the home relaxation specialist. Visit New England Spas in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and now in Warwick, online at nespas.com. Willie Abreu coming back from his ankle injury. He played for AAA Worcester last night. He was the DH. He went 0 for 4 with a walk in his first rehab start. We'll get you the Red Sox starting lineup coming up next on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
MB Tractor and Equipment features a huge lineup of Kubota tractors and mowers at all 9 of their New England locations. In New Hampshire, please visit an MB in Somersworth, Tilton, Plastow, or Conway. Check out mbtractor.com for inventory and locations.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's also what a lot of us lack in our basement or garage. By switching to a Navien tankless water heater, not only will you have all the hot water you need whenever you need it, but you'll gain storage area as well. Maybe a place to display your space collectibles. Highly logical. Learn about Navien's series of high-efficiency tankless water heaters and how they don't just save space, but save dollars on your utility bills too. For more, go to tanklessmadesimple.com.
Every business faces challenges, but complicated, expensive, and uncertain shipping shouldn't be one of them.
With USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service, you can avoid all the noise.
No more unexpected surcharges, hidden fees, or complex rate structures.
It's just easy, cost-effective, and dependable shipping. Tune your business's frequency to success and turn shipping to your advantage. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber. From brakes to exhaust kits and beyond, eBay Motors has over 122 million parts to keep your ride or die alive. With all the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to bring home that big win. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Smokey the Bear. After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at smokeybear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
If pain in your knees or hips are keeping you from living your best active life this summer, then stop the suffering now. QC Kinetics just introduced an all-new, super affordable starter plan that you can sign up for today. QC Kinetics local medical professionals have developed the latest protocols in regenerative medicine, giving you access right here in Boston. These treatments speed up your body's natural healing ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. I'm talking real lasting relief in your knees, hips, back, and shoulders. People who thought surgery was their only option have seen remarkable success. There's no drugs involved either and no downtime. This is next generation pain management, and now it's more affordable than ever. This is your chance to discover an advanced all-natural approach that can get you back to doing all the things you love to do. Say goodbye to joint pain with QC Kinetics all-new starter plan. Call 617-644-PAIN. Clinics all over New England, 617-644-PAIN. It's a free consultation.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
The light is fading, your hands are sore, and the last tool's been put away. Now is the time to feel the satisfaction that comes with a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe that everyone deserves hardworking tools at hardworking prices. And that's what we have here. So, whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Summer's here, and so are the seasonal flavors you love at your local 99 restaurant. Try the new, fresh strawberry chicken salad, jumbo shrimp scampi, or the lobster-topped baked stuffed haddock. You gotta love the nines.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox going for the sweep of the Blue Jays up in Toronto. Sox will send Brian Bayo to the mound opposite Kevin Gausman, who will see a Red Sox lineup that is brought to you by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Jarren Duran, as he always is in the lineup tonight. He is leading off and playing left field. David Hamilton is the shortstop batting second. Tyler O'Neill, who has 3 home runs in the first 2 games of the series, is in right field batting third. Rafael Devers at third will bat fourth. Masataka Yoshida is the DH batting fifth, followed by Enwemel Valdez, the second baseman. Reese McGuire behind the plate bats seventh. Then Dominic Smith at first base. And Romy Gonzalez is getting a crack at center field. He has played 1 inning of Major League center field, and he is getting the start here tonight as Cedon Rafaela gets the night off. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Bunch of final scores from this afternoon. Braves shut out the Tigers 7-0. Skubal took the loss. He's now 8-3 on the year. Pirates blanked the Reds 1-0. It was the Marlins 4-3 over the Cardinals. Padres defeated the Phillies 5-2 in Philadelphia. Cubs over the Giants 6-5, and the Nationals defeated the D-backs by a score of 3-1. Mariners and Guardians are underway from Cleveland, no score, bottom of the first. Coming up in a few minutes, Garrett Cole makes his season debut for the New York Yankees as they host the Baltimore Orioles, trying to stay above the O's in the AL East. The Tampa Bay Rays are at the Minnesota Twins. Joe Ryan on the mound for the Twins. He's 5-5 with a 3.24 ERA. Mets visit the Rangers. White Sox are home to the Astros. Crochet on the mound, best player for the White Sox, 6-5 with a 3.16 ERA. He also leads the American League in strikeouts. Dodgers and Rockies from Colorado. Angels host the Milwaukee Brewers. And the late game tonight, the Oakland A's are home to the Kansas City Royals. Red Sox have been rolling. They find themselves just 2 games back in the wild card right now, trailing the Kansas City Royals, who are currently the 3rd wild card team. Minnesota Twins are that 2nd wild team, all kind of jumbled up together. Before we hand things off to the guys in Toronto, though, let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, that is going to do it for us. For our producer, Stiz, I'm Rich Keefe. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Will Fleming and Tyler Murray have the call of Red Sox and Blue Jays coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, it's easy. Go to forthepeople.com and go to verdicts and settlements to see cases just like yours. You may see numbers that are much higher than what your lawyer's telling you. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Some may only handle a few injury cases a year. this is all we do. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you ready to escape the ordinary and dive into something extraordinary? Welcome to the United States Virgin Islands, where every moment is naturally in rhythm. Whether you're exploring the historic sites in St. Thomas, snorkeling in the crystal clear waters of St. John, or lounging on the pristine beaches of St. Croix, you'll find yourself swept away by the rhythm of our islands. So why wait? Start planning your escape today and visit usvi.com. The United States Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
If you're in the market for a great deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire for your absolute best deal. Because at Town Fair Tire, you get the guaranteed lowest price on any Toyo tire. Plus, you get free services for life. And we honor all valid Toyo tire rebates. For the absolute best deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
If you owe $25,000, $50,000, even $100,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt, you may be feeling overwhelmed, filled with anxiety, even embarrassed. Well, stop. That's right, stop. It's not your fault. Life happens. People lose their jobs, get sick, get divorced, and many other things that can lead to financial stress. So, don't feel bad about it, do something about it. And join the over 300,000 people who worked with accredited debt relief to pay off their debt. A company with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They're here to help people just like you. Get out of debt faster and feel the relief that comes with financial freedom. So stop delaying. Make the call to learn how much they can save you. Time and money. There's no pressure, no obligation, just a call. Call 877-272-8115. 877-272-8115. That's 877-272-8115. Program and services not available in all states.
Bradfo here. Imagine your coworkers asking you what you did over the summer, and you get to say, I took back control and dropped 50 pounds. Sounds good, right? Well, that was my reality after starting Awaken 180 weight loss. In less time than the summer season, I shed my 50 pounds. Maybe you're frustrated with the feeling of being flabby, peeved by poor sleep, wary of feeling weak, or like I was, just tired of the big guy title. Whatever's been dragging you down, I'm here to tell you there is a way out. I found my solution with Awaken 180. Gresh, Andy Hart, Chris Scheim, and over 22,000 others have too. If we could do it, of course, you can too. It's not just about losing weight. It's about everything you gain. Visit awaken180weightloss.com to start the transformation. Take it from me. Life on the lighter side feels fantastic. Why wait? Your solution is just a click away at awaken180weightloss.com. Let's make this the summer you take back control. Call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800.
We're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Holy cow!
110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. Arbella, gear for baseball fans, here for good. Brought to you by AZEK Exteriors. Visit www.azekexteriors.com. Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox.
And it's gone!
Citgo. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Sponsored by DigSafe. Call 811 before you dig or visit digsafe.com. Drains by James. Eastern Massachusetts leader in drain cleaning and pipelining.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Hire Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Cars for kids. Old car giving you problems? Why not donate it? Call 1-877-CARS-4KIDS today. Northern Bank. New England Ford. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Looking up, grand slam!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. The Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program helps you manage and grow your paint business. Sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Swinging a drive to left field. There are a couple runs. Way gone.
Subaru of New England. Love spring in the all-wheel drive 2024 Subaru Forester. Verizon, the network Boston relies on.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Tyler Murray.
Live from the Rogers Center in Toronto, we welcome you to another production of Boston Red Sox baseball on the radio. Tonight, another hot, humid, summery Toronto night, and the Boston Red Sox look to stay hot. Got a chance to sweep this 3-game series from the Blue Jays and head to Cincinnati on a serious roll. Brian Bayo is on the mound. He's been a little disappointing this season for the Red Sox. A true test for him tonight, trying to lock down this sweep like a prize fighter. He's got a towel around his neck, walking in from the right field bullpen. Bayo will be opposed by very familiar foe, Kevin Gossman. Welcome into the broadcast booth. Another lovely Toronto evening along with Tyler Murray. I'm Will Fleming, and to me, Tyler, the offense has been awesome. The Red Sox keep it rolling, but the story tonight is Bayo. I mean, he just has not yet quite found his form from a year ago. The stuff was better, the results not yet there, and I think he is the key to this win here tonight.
He sure is. He was the key to their success very early in the year. They were 7-2 in his first 9 starts, but they've now dropped each of his last 3 appearances. So whatever the opposite of a stopper is for a guy who's supposed to be your future ace, he's got to be that today to keep the good times rolling for the Red Sox.
No doubt about it. The umpires meet with the lineup cards being exchanged. Ramon Vasquez brings out the Sox card. We'll get that to you in a minute. But first, the national anthem brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers, helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
For one reason or another, the anthems always feel a little bit more powerful here in Canada. What a great scene and setting for a ball game here tonight. Vladdy Guerrero leads Kevin Gossman and the Blue Jays out onto the diamond. And for the starting lineups, here's Tyler Murray.
Thank you, Will. They're brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. First for the visiting Red Sox, winners of 6 out of 7 and 4 in a row. Jarren Duran leads off and plays left field. David Hamilton hits second and plays shortstop. Tyler O'Neill out in right field, batting third. Rafi Devers cleans up and plays third base, with Masataka Yoshida at DH hitting fifth. Then Enmanuel Valdez will bat sixth and play second base. And then the bottom third of Alex Cora's order is Reese McGuire at catcher, Dominic Smith at first, And Romy Gonzalez making his first big league start in center field. He will bat ninth for the Toronto Blue Jays, who have dropped the first 2 games this week after winning 2 against Cleveland here last weekend. It's Spencer Horwitz leading off. He's the second baseman. Justin Turner, the DH, hitting second. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and his new high fade haircut batting third, playing first. Dalton Varsho cleans up. He's in left field. Danny Jansen, the catcher, hits fifth, with George Springer, the right fielder, batting sixth. In the bottom third of the order, Addison Barger at third base, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at shortstop, and Kevin Kiermaier at center field. Time for Powering Possibilities, brought to you by Comcast North Central. Where might the power come from in tonight's lineup? Well, to answer that question, I'll just read you Tyler O'Neill's stat line this week in his home of Canada. 4 for 8, 3 home runs, and a double. No reason to think he won't keep that hot streak going here tonight. And then quickly, the injury report brought to you by Eastern MedTech. We know how tough it can be to get a good night's sleep, either from a late inning loss or lousy CPAP products. That's why fans across New England depend on Eastern MedTech for their CPAP supplies. Call 857-400-0044 or go to easternmedtech.com. Willier Abreu, rehabbing an ankle sprain, just hit a first inning home run in AAA Worcester, so all signs point to Willier's return very, very soon. We're going to get this game going. The last 8 matchups between the Blue Jays and Red Sox have been series sweeps. See if it's 9 in a row with a win today for Boston. Here's Will Fleming on the play-by-play.
Thanks so much, Tyler. Jaron Duran, who has had really good success against Kevin Gausman, leads it off. Left-handed hitter Gausman has been a little wobblier than usual this season. As ever, the straight front left leg bent to the back right side. A little kick of the leg and a first pitch strike to Duran, a four-seam fastball. Just to the bottom of the zone, away from Jaron. And we're underway 0-1. 84 degrees, 7:09. A little bit tardy. Gausman. And the Blue Jays wear the City Connect jerseys tonight. He's got red sleeves down to his wrists. The 0-1 is fouled straight back. Duran is 5 for 10 against Gausman with 4 doubles. And he and Hamilton and Rafaela, who's not in there tonight, really swinging it over the last 2 weeks. Quickly 0-2. Red Sox so familiar with Gausman. The pitch is outside. That splitter is a real signature for him. Found it with Andrew Bailey in San Francisco, the Vulcan grip. Really made himself a extraordinarily wealthy man. 1-2 to Jaron Duran. Leading off the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fastball and Duran is gone. So a good start for Gausman. He's making his 15th start. He's 5-5 with a 4.08 ERA. 5 times this year he's given up 5 or more earned runs. Amazingly, this is his 25th start against the Boston Red Sox. Here at the Rogers Center with the Jays, he's been awesome against Boston. Speaking of, here's David Hamilton back in the lineup. He drives one down the right field line, sinking. Springer's there to make the play. Well, a day off did not change anything for Hamilton. Another ball hit right on the screws. But he's retired very quickly, 2 down.
That's the fastball from Gausman, which has been a lot more hittable this year than in seasons past, actually yielding an opponent batting average of .319 on his four-seamer. And Hamilton was in attack mode there.
He really is primarily a 2-pitch guy, that four-seamer and the splitter, an occasional slider. 2 down, bases empty. Tyler O'Neill, who's just been unreal back home, takes a first-pitch fastball outside for ball 1. Hopefully powered up on the sour cream donuts and Tim Hortons coffee. Tyler read you the numbers here in Canada. Spectacular. 1-0. O'Neill takes a ball up and in. He's only seen Gausman 6 times, 1 hit in those. What a roll he is on. 6 for his last 13 with 3 homers and 2 doubles. Really, since coming back, he's just been extraordinary. 2-0. Pitch, swing, and a foul. I think Tyler might like that pitch back. 90 miles an hour on the inside corner. The home plate umpire, Alfonso Marquez, the crew chief. It's Barrett at first, Emil Jimenez at second, and Roberto Ortiz is at third. 2-1, 2 down, bases empty in the first. Gausman throws. O'Neill takes a ball. Down and in. And it's 3-1. Hot and muggy all day long as the sun begins to set. Temperatures dropping, but Still in the mid-80s and humid. Gossman. He is ready. 3-1 the count, the pitch. That is outside, ball 4. Last year, Gossman had to make a big-time adjustment with the new rules about declaring wind-up and stretch and how many steps you could take. He had really patterned his wind-up after Roy Halladay and a little bit of Justin Verlander, a little leg kick and a rock back and forth. He's modified it even further. He still tries to deceive the hitter with a little flip of his left foot. Hard to deceive Rafi Devers, who stands in. 1 on, 2 out. Pitch is outside. Devers, 7 for 24. He does not have a home run against Kevin Gossman. Kevin this year, 9 homers in 75 innings. Just underway at the Rogers Center. Scoreless Sox and Jays. 1-0. Pitch to Rafi. Swing and a miss. Man, he got that in on him. Four-seam fastball at 94 under the hands. And it's 1-1. Devers, 284, a 556 slug. 14 homers and 38 driven in. Gossman always wants to work quickly. After he called time and stepped out. Had a lot of good conversations with Gossman over the last several years since he has come to Toronto. He's really quite an engaging guy, thoughtful pitcher, always tweaking and modifying. On ball, 1 strike. Rafi waits the pitch. Is fouled back. 96 that time. In on the hands. Tyler told you the four-seam fastball for Gossman has not been as effective, but he has not thrown it like that. He's perfectly positioned. Guerrero, the first baseman. Horwitz at second. Kiner Falefa at short with Barger, the third baseman, playing with a shortstop normally does. 1-2. O'Neill at first, and the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to first. Guerrero has it down on a knee. He and Rafi always playing with one another. Guerrero stares him down, steps on the bag, and the inning is over. Brian Bayo to the mound after this. Sox do not score in the top half of the first. Jays coming up on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
The odds of a foul ball knocking over your perfectly balanced tray of nachos? Astronomical.
Dude, watch the nachos!
We don't know what's going to happen on a trip to the ballpark, but we do know the chances of falling victim to online crime are 1 in 4. You and your family need Aura with scam protection, fraud monitoring, and parental control. Features. Protect everything your family.
Supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, it's Greg. Come hang with the show for pregame the night before our road show at the GOAT in Portsmouth. From 7:30 to 9:30. The Greg Hill Road Show is presented by Miller Lite. It's Miller time, New England. Please drink responsibly.
Ask your smart speaker to play. 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Brian, strikeouts for him, and a guy who just had too many base runners of late. He suffered the loss his last time against the Yankees, 5 runs over 4 2/3. Good test for him here. He's pitched well against the Blue Jays in this building. The pitch to Horwitz is a fastball that misses outside for ball one. Overall, a 6 ERA. None of that damage did come at Fenway Park. 1-0 to the left-handed hitting Horwitz. And he takes a chance.
Instacart shopper thoughts. Avocado edition.
If I had a time machine, I wouldn't go back in time to ride a dinosaur or hang out with George Washington. I'd go forward 3 days from now to see this avocado perfectly ripe just in time for Jeff to make his guac. But hey, that's just me.
Down the
high in the air to second, tough play for Valdez, and he can't make it. It's under his glove and into the outfield. He'll score that ahead. That was not an easy try. Kind of a high Toronto chop in front of the plate. And that's been the issue for Bayo. Too much contact, not enough bats missed. Valdez has not had a good series defensively, and it's a leadoff base runner for the Jays. Valdez has not had a good series defensively, and it's a leadoff base runner for the Jays.
Alex Cora talks a lot about it's okay if you make maybe the wrong decision, just make one on those in-between hops and commit to it as quickly as you can so you don't get caught in between like Valdez did there.
So here is Turner, who takes strike one on the inside corner. That was a power sinker at 95, and it's 0-1. Turner comes in 233. Singled and scored last night. He's scored 2 runs in each of the games in this series. 0-1. Pitch.
.22. So you were right that changeup that he got over for a strike was a good sign, but this is another change and it completely gets away from him.
So immediately a big test for Brian Bayo. 2-1, nobody out. And this is not the hitter he wants up. Guerrero's hot, and against Bayo, he's 7 for 14 with 2 home runs. 2-1, nobody out in the first. Bayo, huge challenge. The pitch. Swinging a soft ground ball toward third, but foul. That was good fastball. 96. And he ratcheted up there. And it's 0-1. These moments are the next step in the process for Bayo. Last year, he this season. You'd hope it's not this first right here. A 2-1, nobody out for the lethal Vlad Guerrero. Bayo throws, and a beauty. Fastball on the inside corner, right at the bottom of the zone. And it's quickly 0-2. 97, then 98 to get ahead of Vladdy. 7 homers, 30 driven in for this right-handed hitter. Bayo is ready. He throws. And a swing and a miss. He got him. Sinker in under the hands. How's that for a response? That is 23. Bayo, and a big strikeout for out number 1.
And you're right about these situations this year. Opponents hitting over 300 against Bayo with runners on base. He goes right after Guerrero. The first sinker, I think he got a gift.
It's 2 for 4 against Bayo. 2-1 now, 1 out. Brian out of the stretch. He throws. Changeup missed badly. Up and away from Varsho. And it's 1-0. Dom Smith, the first baseman. Valdez at second. Hamilton back in there at short with Devers at third. Ball, no strikes. Interestingly, Romy Gonzalez anchors the outfield tonight. 1-0. Swing and a miss. The sinker's working for Bayo tonight. It is 1-1. Alex Cora made a point of going up to Jarren Duran in the Bayo tonight. It is 1-1. Alex Cora made a point of going up to Jarren Duran in the dugout before the game today. They like his arm better than Romy's in right, and they just think that this particular trio is best with Gonzalez in center.
You talk to young players these days, you ask them what makes a good manager. The first thing most guys say is communication. They want to know where they stand. Old school managers, right to the lineup. You are where you are. I think that's a big move by Cora to make sure Duran knows why the move's being made to have him in left, not center tonight.
He does that kind of thing all the time. Which is fouled right to you, Tyler. Look out. That might have gone into the Jays radio booth.
I think it did.
Fans are cheering. Did they make the play? That's the question.
Yes, Madison, the color commentator on Blue Jays radio, has it in her hands.
All right.
A Tennessee Volunteer softball star, so she better make the catch.
I doubt she caught it on the fly. I think it might have hit the ledge. We'll find out later. For now, the most important thing is that it's 2-2 from Bayo to Varsho. 2 on, 1 out in the first. We're scoreless, but a jam. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a slider. And Bayo, after allowing the first two to reach, strikes out.
From Bayo, big pitch.
That thing has been a weapon for him. In some ways, amazingly, more than the changeup for Bayo. So one more big bullet to dodge. It's Danny Jansen, right-handed hitter. Batting with 2 down. Bayo sets, head on a swivel. Long set. He throws. And a swing and a miss. He tried to stop. That would have been called a strike anyway. This is awesome stuff from Bayo. 98-mile-an-hour sinker. And it's 0-1. Another big crowd on a hot summery night here in Toronto. Gonzalez in center, O'Neill in right, Duran in left, and it's hit toward Duran. Softly into shallow left, Duran in. He makes the one-hand grab. And a beautiful job by Bayo to get out of a jam of his own creation. To the second we go. Scoreless for the Red Sox. Yoshida, Valdez, and McGuire after this in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here.
The only thing better than your team winning is that feeling you get when opening up your brand new iPhone 15. Hey, Boston fans, right now at Verizon, new and existing customers can get the amazing iPhone 15. Enjoy tons of storage for all the ballpark picks this summer. There's a deal out there for everyone at Verizon.
Having a snacktastic summer? You will, thanks to snacks on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Thursday, get select sizes. You get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time, order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Hurry and snack up. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, it's Greg. Come hang with the show for pregame the night before our road show at the Goat in Portsmouth from 7:30 to 9:30. The Greg Hill Road Show is presented by the 9:30. The Greg Hill Road Show is presented by Miller Lite. It's Miller time, New England. Please drink responsibly.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download
brought to you by Winchester Cooperative Bank. Okay, you're banking in the zone with Winchester Cooperative, member FDIC, member DIF. Here's Massa, who tied the game with an RBI hit last night here. He takes a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. He is 1 for 3 against Gossman. Overall, thought he might have pulled the trigger on that one. 0-2. Here it is. That's outside with a splitter, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. He has thrown, Gossman, now 132 2/3 innings against the Red Sox. That is the most among any active pitcher. 1-2, swing and a miss. He was badly fooled by a splitter there. Yoshida is gone. That's how the second inning starts. Gossman, of course, the 4th overall pick. And the Baltimore Orioles injury plague did not work out there for him at all. And moved on into a relief role with the Reds and Braves, and then found a home in San Francisco where they said just focus on 2 pitches. Sounds like Andrew Bailey, there's a reason for that. Here's Valdez. The pitch is ripped foul on the third base side, out of play, strike 1.
That's what every Red Sox pitcher was told when they showed up at training, right? With Andrew Bailey, we want your nastiest stuff. Get rid of whatever's not working. And for the most part, it was the four-seam fastball with this particular pitching staff. But Gossman's had a great one.
It has worked. The 0-1 to Manu. Outside, good take on a splitter. And it's 1-1. Valdez overall is sitting at 205 with 5 homers and 24 driven in. Those numbers do not tell the whole story. He is 0 for his last 7. 1-1 the pitch. Low, but called a strike. Right on the border. Splitter that probably was beneath the zone, but in a similar location that strike 2 was called against Vladdy Guerrero Jr. So 1-2. Infield plays him to pull. 1 out in the top of the 2nd. Pitch. Lined off of Gossman's glove to the shortstop, Kiner Falefa. He's got it. He throws to first. A lot of contact, but Valdez is gone. And they're 2 away. I bring up Reese McGuire, the former Blue Jay. Gossman gives all the credit in the world to the Braves and Reds at the end of his time there for kind of convincing him to trust his stuff, and then everything really clicked in the COVID year with the Giants. 2 down, bases empty. Here is McGuire. Pitch to him is swung on and missed. Fastball, and it's 0-1. Former battery mates facing off here with 2 down in the top of the 2nd. The 0-1 pitch is high and away. We talked about Carlos Rodon and his wealth based on his work with Andrew Bailey. Gossman's another guy. He told me that going into that offseason was the craziest experience of his entire life after a couple great years with the Giants. 1-1 is outside the market, started to materialize, and he said when he picked up the phone for the first time with his agent calling him with the first offer that was 9 figures, wow, he had to take the phone away from his face and walk into the other room sobbing to tell his wife. Truly life-changing money. The 2-1 is a strike on the outside corner, and it's 2-2. He's a really engaging guy, LSU man. Born in Colorado, has a house here in Toronto and just outside Baton Rouge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty for McGuire. The pitch is a little outside. And it's 3-2. Father to young children. Had a good time this Father's Day, Kevin told me. And hoping to get the Blue Jays back on track here tonight. No score, top 2. Here's the pitch. That is low, ball 4. So McGuire draws a walk. And he is aboard with 2 down for Dom Smith.
This is interesting. The Red Sox, maybe they can catch Gausman on an off day command-wise. His season high in walks is just 3. He's got a 5% walk rate, which is one of the lowest in the majors, but 2 free passes already through an inning and 2/3.
Something he tries to do and often excels at is get hitters to swing at the splitter out of the zone. Hard to lay off that pitch. Here is Dom. Throw to first. McGuire is not going anywhere, but now he is because he threw it away. Did Gausman under the glove of Guerrero, and that just makes no sense at all. I mean, McGuire is not going to run. Maybe they saw something trying to catch him flat-footed, but that is an absolute gift. And McGuire into scoring position.
And the way Dom Smith swung it yesterday, he came through in a couple of situations with 2 down, with singles back up the middle. And just another bit of evidence that maybe Gausman doesn't feel like he has.
Toward left for Smith. It comes in 227 with a couple homers and 20 driven in the pitch. Swinging a high fly into left field. Playable for Varsho over toward the line. He camps out, reaches up, makes the play. And the inning is over. Gausman not hurt by the walk and the error. We go to the bottom of the second, scoreless. Sox and Jays on the Shaw's Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, get select sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's Puff Curls, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes for only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon Limit 4. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
If pain in your knees or hips are keeping you from living your best active life this summer, then stop the suffering now. QC Kinetics just introduced an all-new, super affordable starter plan that you can sign up for today. QC Kinetics local medical professionals have developed the latest protocols in regenerative medicine, giving you access right here in Boston. These treatments speed up your body's natural healing ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. I'm talking real, lasting relief in your knees, hips, back, and shoulders. People who thought surgery was their only option have seen remarkable success. There's no drugs involved either, and no downtime. This is next generation pain management, and now it's more affordable than ever. This is your chance to discover an advanced all-natural approach that can get you back to doing all the things you love to do. Say goodbye to joint pain with QC Kinetics all-new starter plan. Call 617-644-PAIN. Clinics all over New England, 617-644-PAIN. It's a free consultation.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Brian Bayo, after something of a stressful first inning, is back out there for the second. No score. George Springer to lead it off. All the time. Right-handed slugger, batting champion. Pitch to Springer is fouled off. Third base side, and it's 0-2. Amazing to think about what Willie might have had in the home run column. Had 2 years of his incredible career not be stolen by the Korean War, into which he was drafted. The 0-2 is strike 3 called right there on the outside corner. And there's one away. Willie, of course, burst into the league as the Rookie of the Year with Leo DeRocher trusting him, leaning on him. 5-time league leader in OPS before Left-handed hitting Addison Barger takes a ball from Bayo. A changeup that missed, and it's 1-0. 3 times led the league in triples. 4 times the home run leader. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. And it's 1-1. 345 in 1954. That was after he missed. Almost 2 full seasons in Korea. The 1-1 is a strike right there on the inside corner. A lot of his contemporaries will go to Rickwood Field tomorrow. The Giants and the Cards. Here's a line drive into the gap in left center field. It's going to split the difference between Gonzalez and Duran. Romy slides and gloves on the track, but not nearly in time to stop Barger from sliding into second. That ball was hit very hard. Here come the Blue Jays again.
Yeah, Bayo had him behind in the count 1-2. Throws him a slider at about 87, but it winds up at the knees, middle for Barger. And a left-handed batter, he's able to spray it the other way. So I call that a mistake pitch from Bayo.
Strike out, a 2-base hit, and here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa in the 8th hole, batting .269. He swings and misses at a changeup. 4 strike 1. Drains by James is Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining. Drains by James. They give a poop about your pipes. The 0-1 hit him again. Bayo's hit 2 Jays hitters in the first 2 again. And for the second straight inning, Toronto has 2 men aboard.
So he'll set a new career high in that department with the next batter he hits. Not sure what, I mean, a changeup is what got Turner in the first. Kiner-Falefa here in the second, and it's both pitches leaking off to the arm side.
He just hasn't had that pitch for a couple months. It's crazy. So often his number 1 weapon. So trouble again for Bayo. Devers in on the grass. Kevin Kiermaier, the hitter from the left side. Bayo looks to third. Now throws. Kiermaier fouls it off. Tried to check his swing, could not. In its own 1, the Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every Red Sox strikeout during the season, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Barger at second, Kiner-Falefa at first. Another jam for Bayo. 0-1. Swing and a miss. That was the best changeup he's thrown tonight. And it's 0-2. Not the way they drew it up, but so far, when faced with adversity, Bayo has responded. He's dug deep. And not out of it yet. 0-2 to Kiermaier in his career. Really on both sides. He's gotten big hits, made limitless, tremendous defensive plays, both in Tampa and here in Toronto. 0-2. Swinging a soft fly ball into center field. Romy Gonzalez will call off Duran. He's there to make the play. Big second out. This is only Romy's 3rd professional inning in center field. And that was a can of corn. And with 2 down, the leadoff hitter from the left side, Spencer Horwitz. On the Subaru of New England scoreboard, Willie's beloved San Francisco Giants were at Wrigley today. On the finale of that series, the Cubs got the best of the Giants. 2 down, here's Horwitz. Pitch on the ground to the right side. Smith gloves. He will feed the covering Bayo beautifully to the bag, and the inning is over. Well, it's been stressful. Bayo spikes the ball down on the ground. You just don't love to see that. Get over it. We go to the 3rd inning, scoreless on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network. On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductibles, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
For the 47th year in a row, Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move boats, bricks, and 2x4s. Work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and the all-new Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-Series, official truck of your Boston Red Sox and America's #1 selling trucks 47 years straight. It's a record that may never be broken until next year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Having a snacktastic summer? You will, thanks to snacks on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Thursday, get select sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's puffed curls, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes for only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon Limit 4. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time, order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Hurry and snack up. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, get select sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's puffed curls, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes for only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon Limit 4. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
Romy Gonzalez to lead it off against Kevin Gossman as we go to the third inning. Sox and Jays scoreless. Herb Chambers batting order in this frame, brought to you by Herb Chambers Lincoln of Norwood and Lincoln of Westboro. We go to the third. For the play-by-play, here's Tyler Murray.
Will Fleming, thank you so much. Nice to be here with you for one more day on this Red Sox road trip, and then you're off to Cincinnati for some fine dining in Red Sox baseball. Romy Gonzalez takes the first pitch in for a strike, a fastball at 91.
One more day. Do you find yourself singing Les Miserables?
You know, I haven't seen that one.
Come on.
I got Rent, Hamilton, and Wicked, but I do not have Les Mis.
Mm-hmm. That needs to change.
Still in the minors for a reason. 0-1 is grounded to third. Through Barger into the shortstop, Connor Falefa, but he's got no play. It trickles into left field, so Romy thought about trying for second, but he's going to settle for first and an E5 on Addison Barger to begin the third. Well, Gonzalez, this is his 10th start with the Red Sox. Of course, mostly a utility guy. When he gets the start, he's hitting very well. 9 of 27, a .333 clip. He sets the table for Jarren Duran in the top of the order.
Dare we say he's the master of the house? I'll stop with the Les Mis stuff, but you got to see it. Awesome.
Is it okay to just see the film? Russell Crowe's got it. Okay.
No.
Live? There's Duran who swings and misses for strike one.
The theater production far superior. It travels around. You can find a way.
Maybe in Toronto tomorrow. No, they actually literally have Wicked going on in this fair city this week. No score yet. Here's the pitch to Duran. He slaps one foul down the third baseline, so it's 0-2.
I won't sing anymore. Popular.
There you go, see? I have had my fill of Toronto culture, as it were. Today went to the Hockey Hall of Fame, a wonderful trip.
When you say you've had your full, you're good? You're all set? You don't need any more?
That's what I'm telling myself because I have to leave no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But the only issue I have with the Hockey Hall of Fame is that, as far as I could find, the 1980 U.S. win over the Soviets, Miracle on Ice, it was reduced to an index card in the Hockey Hall of Fame. 0-2, Duran swings and sends one to left, but Varsho is there. He'll make the grab, and there's one away. Gonzalez back to first.
So you ask Canadians, do you believe in miracles? Their answer is no?
Yeah. They have their own. It's not a miracle, but in 1972, they had something called the Summit Series, a 7-game set between Canada and the Soviets, and the Canadians won in Game 7 very dramatically with a last-second goal. So for them here in Canada, that trumps 1980, but in the history of the world, it's got to be USA. Here's David Hamilton from the left side. He'll take a fastball in for ball one.
And now they've had some great matchups, those two teams, USA and Canada, in all these recent Olympic Games.
And they do have a shrine to second base. Not in time. Stolen base for Romy Gonzalez, so after the error, he dives in with what will be his third steal in 5 attempts with the Red Sox. Not a bad throw from Danny Jansen either. Kiner Falefa's tag was on the left cleat of Gonzalez, so he had the hand in there first. Well, Hamilton lined out to left field his first time up. He was used as a pinch runner in the 8th inning last night. Swiped his 19th bag of the year and then scored the game-winning run. That was on the RBI single from Cedon Rafaela. It was off today. 1-1. Hamilton takes down and away. That was the splitter from Gausman. And so seldom do you see an injury happen, force a player to leave the game in the early innings. That's what happened with Hamilton. He aggravated something in his left side on Monday. And then they're able to come back the next day, pinch run, and then a full start at shortstop the day after that. Usually the way things have gone for the Red Sox this year, those things tend to go on the bad luck side. But here he is ready to roll with potentially the game's first run at second base. In the 2-1, Hamilton swings and misses a heater at 96 for strike 2.
Well, how about the fact, too, that the Red Sox in that spot last night, they pinch run Hamilton, and the pitcher Little goes home to first in 1.6 seconds. It's just not nearly good enough. They couldn't even throw through.
2-2, Hamilton swats one to center field. That's down for a base hit. Gonzalez hits third.
Throw through.
2-2, Hamilton swats one to center field. That's down for a base hit. Gonzalez hits third. He's coming home. Kiermaier's throw up the third base line. Clangs off the helmet of Gonzalez. Trickles into foul territory. Hamilton's going to third. RBI single. He goes to second on the throw home. An error gets him to third base. He's giving the Red Sox a 1-0 lead.
I love the aggression from Kyle Hudson. The adage, if you never get anybody thrown out at the plate, you're not a very good third base coach. They took a chance, banking on Kiermaier's arm. The ball arrived at the same time, off his shoulders, toward the Red Sox dugout, and a great read by Hamilton, who just stays stupid hot at the plate.
His last 30 games coming into tonight, a .326 batting average. Feels deserving against a right-handed starter of the 2 spot in the lineup, and that's where he's hitting today. Going to take advantage of the error, and now the infield has to come in. 2 errors in the inning now. One on Barger, mishandling a grounder at third, and then a throw from Kiermaier, allowing Hamilton to go from second to third. And they've got to deal with Tyler O'Neill. Righty on righty. Gausman's pitch. Swinging a little looper, playable on the infield at second for Horwitz, and Kiner Falefa, who steps in front of him and makes the grab. That was Horwitz's ball the whole way. It was on the second base side behind the mound, but Kiner Falefa will squeeze it for the second out.
Overzealous by Kiner Falefa. He's camped out right there. But how about, again, the speed of the Red Sox just generating runs out of thin air?
Last night, it was 3-2 Blue Jays entering the 8th inning. Tyler O'Neill, of course, had the game-tying home run, but after that, bases empty, 2 outs, nothing going on. Smith singles, Hamilton steals, Rafaela knocks him in, and then Cedon stole the base later in the inning. Here's Raffy Devers, runner at third, 2 down, 1-0 Red Sox, top of the 3rd inning. Pitch from Gausman, bounces in there with a splitter. And Danny Jansen stays perfect in blocking dirt balls this year. Devers grounded out to first base his first time up. He has 985 career hits. So a milestone watch will probably begin sometime next week. The 1-0. Devers swings late on a high heater at 95. 4-game hit streak. He's scored in 7 consecutive games. I was trying to pick up O'Neill, who in a very rare moment was unable to come through. Hamilton still stuck on third base with 2 down. Gausman kicks and deals the 1-1. Devers fouls it away to the third base side.
Tyler's having one of the most odd seasons I can ever remember, where he struggles a lot in those spots. Like RBI spots, runner at third, 1 out. He has not come through all that often. 9 homers on the road, and all of them solo shots.
He has a double and 3 home runs this week, and only 3 runs batted in. That's been enough to get the Red Sox a 2-0 start to the series. 1-2 to Devers, swinging a chopper to first base. Guerrero gloves it on the backhand, and just like in the first inning, he will beat Devers to the bag and retires the side in the top of the third. But an RBI single from David Hamilton has the Red Sox in front 1-0 in Toronto on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Diabetes can put you in a slump, but your Libre or Dexcom continuous glucose monitor can keep you from striking out and missing the action. Let Eastern Diabetic help you touch them all and send you all your diabetic supplies. Their wicked smart team will make sure you never have a rain delay when it comes to receiving your diabetes supplies. And they do all the paperwork. Get your diabetic supplies today by calling 857-400-0044 or easterndiabetic.com.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Summer's here, and so are the seasonal flavors you love at your local 99 restaurant. Try the new fresh strawberry chicken salad, jumbo shrimp scampi, or the lobster topped.
Speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
David Hamilton's RBI single has the Red Sox on the board 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the third inning in Toronto. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo top-tier tri-clean gasoline gets you where you're going. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. With Will Fleming, I'm Tyler Murray. Justin Turner, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Dalton Varsho set to bat for Toronto in the Herb Chambers batting order. First pitch from Brian Bayo is a fastball strike on the inside corner. Lineups brought to you by Herb Chambers, Lincoln of Norwood, and Lincoln of Westboro. Turner was hit by a changeup from Bayo his first time, and the 0-1 pitch is lined into center field, a base hit over the leaping second baseman Enmanuel Valdez, who was shaded up the middle, but not quite enough. Strong series continues for Turner as he sends that slider back through the chute. 1 for 3 with a walk yesterday. Took Nick Pivetta deep on Monday in what was otherwise a phenomenal start from Pivetta. 7 quality innings, leading the Red Sox to a 7-3 win. The victory yesterday, maybe even more impressive, 4-3 in a rare late comeback. 1 on, nobody out for Guerrero, and the first pitch is hummed in there for a called strike 1. Yesterday was just the second Red Sox win of the season when they were trailing after 6 innings. It took that game-tying home run in the 8th for Tyler O'Neill. 0-1, way inside. Guerrero struck out swinging on 3 pitches his first time up, and he had a chance with 2 on and nobody out, but he was overeager. He chased a first-pitch sinker that was way inside, and that was the same story on an 0-2 pitch, and he was down quickly. He 1-1 from Bayo. Swinging a drive deep center field, but Gonzalez has room. Going to come in a few steps, in fact, and he'll make the catch. And Guerrero is 0 for 2. We've heard a lot about how hard Vladdy is hitting balls this year and how it hasn't translated to hits. We've seen a little bit of that. Plenty of lineouts on Monday and Tuesday in the series, but it hasn't swung at good pitches yet tonight. And Bayo, who had given up 2 home runs and 7 hits in 14 meetings with Guerrero, gets him twice so far today. Dalton Varsho, the cleanup man, will take a high slider 1-0. He struck out on a slider his first time. 1 for 4 with a strikeout yesterday. Hasn't carried over momentum from Sunday's Grand Slam here against the Guardians. The 1-0. It's a little high. For every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, the Red Sox Radio Network will donate $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should too. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.com to donate your car today. That's Cars with a K. Turner's on first, 1 down. It's 1-0 Red Sox in the bottom of the third. The 2-0 pitch to Varsho is fouled away to the third base side, so strike one. Danny Jansen waits on deck. And once again, the Blue Jays are in their City Connect uniforms. They look mostly black. We've been told, though, that this is actually the darkest possible shade of blue. It's called pitch blue. 2-1. Varsho takes outside. 3 balls and a strike. I was told this by the young Ben Shulman, a phenomenal radio broadcaster, the radio voice of the Toronto Blue Jays, who also told me he is colorblind. So the Blue Jays just look like they're completely wearing black. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Good change up there from Bayo. It's 3-2.
That's not easy.
Right?
It is baseball. A little bit more straightforward than, say, hoops.
Yeah, I think he couldn't be a pilot if the plot of Little Miss Sunshine is true. But he can be a baseball broadcaster. And an awfully good one, too. Payoff pitch from Bayo to Varsho. It's up and in, ball 4. And that'll put 2 men aboard with 1 away and give us time to pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
With the great Will Fleming, I'm Siler Murray. I have the Hall of Famer Joe Castiglione back on the airwaves in Cincinnati. Thank goodness.
Hear, hear.
That'll be Friday's series opener. The Reds 35-39. And they've got some exciting players like Ellie De La Cruz, but it is part of what feels like a softer patch in the schedule for the next 12 games. Danny Jansen at the plate. He'll take a strike. Oh. And the Red Sox survived what felt like a gauntlet last week, taking 4 out of 6 from Philly and the Yankees. Righty on righty. Bayo kicks and deals an 0-1 to Jansen, who fouls it off his foot for strike 2. 1-0 Red Sox on the RBI single from David Hamilton, but the Blue Jays have the tying run at second. That's Turner. He's singled. And the go-ahead run at first after the walk to Varsho. First walk today from Bayo, but he hit a batter in each of the first 2 innings. 0-2 to Jansen. Called third strike on the outside corner. Beautiful slider righty on righty. It freezes Jansen, and Bayo has his 4th strikeout. So not as sharp as he'd probably like command-wise, but time and time again he's been able to work his way out of jams. He's stranded 2 in the first, 2 more in the second, and he's 1 out away from doing the same here in the third. Throwing that slider for a strike 7 of the 8 times he's used it. Now he's got the slumping George Springer. 2-on-2 out, first pitch. That is just low. Slider dipped below the knees. Blue Jays manager John Schneider says he's nowhere close to cutting back George Springer's playing time. Many members of this fan base disagree. Springer is hitting 195, and it feels that way. 1-0 pitch is tipped foul on a hanging slider. He overswung. You could see him go down to a knee on that hack, and he just barely tipped it for strike 1. Caught looking at a sinker at 97 his first time. And pretty good numbers against Bayo in his career, coming in 6 for 15. And pretty good numbers against Bayo in his career, coming in 6 for 15. Sometimes you like to peek in on opposing team social media. Blue Jays Twitter was ablaze yesterday after Addison Barger was pinch hit for by George Springer, who flied out to top inning. It was Brendan Bernardino on the mound, so they wanted to match up the righty Springer with him. Here comes the 1-1 from Bayo. Springer fouls it back. Good sinker at 98, and it's 1-2.
Well, I hope John Schneider does not care in the least, and I know he doesn't, about what Blue Jay Twitter thinks. Absurd. Now, it's possible that Springer's slowing down. He's 34 years old. But he also, in his career, has an incredible track record of delivering in that kind of a big spot.
He's making $25 million this year. He'll make it again next year and again in 2026. 1-2 pitch, check swing. It's a cold third strike anyway. Another slider freezing a Blue Jay to retire the side. And Brian Bayo has stranded 2 runners in each of the first 3 innings to keep the Red Sox in front 1-0 in Toronto. We'll go to the 4th on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or Star Market. Make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductibles, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
For the 47th year in a row, Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move boats, bricks, and 2x4s. Work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and the all-new Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-Series, official truck of your Boston Red Sox and America's #1 selling trucks 47 years straight. It's a record that may never be broken until next year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, get select sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's Puff Curls, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes for only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon Limit 4. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Masataka Yoshida leads off for the Red Sox with Enmanuel Valdez and Reese McGuire scheduled after him in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Volvo Cars of Norwood. Well, Brian Bayo gave up a single and hit a batter in the second, a double and another hit batter after that, and then in the third, a single and a walk, but each time he was able to retire the side and strand 2 without giving up a run. Retire the Side is brought to you by Azek Exteriors, featuring new Azek bevel and shake siding. First pitch to Yoshida is taken low. Azek bevel and shake siding is engineered to deliver classic beauty, but without all the maintenance. Visit azekexteriors.com. Red Sox 1, Blue Jays nothing. We're in the top of the 4th. Yoshida struck out on a splitter his first time. The 1-0 is sliced foul into the third base seats. It's 1-1. Yoshida tied the game in the 6th inning last night with an RBI single back through the middle. It was his first run batted in since April 27th, but that also includes an injured list stint with a thumb strain. That was his 3rd hit since coming back. 1-1 pitch is just outside. But the comebacks are becoming a big part of the Red Sox identity, not just guys returning from the injured list, but overcoming early deficits. 2-1, Yoshida fouls one back our way. Just missed a fastball. We talked about the come-from-behind win yesterday, and a week ago tonight they pulled off their biggest comeback of the season. They trailed the Phillies 4-0, wound up winning that game 8-6. They've now won 6 of their last 7 and 4 in a row. 2-2, Yoshida, jam shot grounder back toward the middle behind the bag at shortstop. It's Connor Falefa to scoop it up and throw him out. And Yoshida is 0 for 2. Will Fleming, does it mean anything to you that the Red Sox are now 2 games out of a wild card spot for all their efforts lately, or is it still too soon to look at the standings?
I think a little bit of both, actually.
Oh. I mean, you must have watched Lou Merloni's Walk the Dog video today.
Without a dog, yeah.
Walked himself through Toronto, and Manuel Valdez bluffed a bunt and pulled back to take a strike on a slider.
So I think it's significant because a lot of the teams in the AL have really separated themselves, sort of running away with divisions and away from the pack. So I think it's important to stay in touch with those clubs.
0-1 is low.
And actually, there's 3-4 games between the Red Sox and everybody behind them, which is just as important. But yeah, it's too early to think in those terms. But the longer that happens, the longer it goes, the more likely you are to think hard about adding.
Under 90 games left. 1-1 is a splitter down low.
I believe this is going to be a rather violent swing from Manuel Valdez.
He's ahead in the count, 2-1, and hit one back toward the middle his first time, but Gossman got a glove on it to slow it down for Kiner Falefa. To Manu. He'll take a fastball right at the knees at 95, and he regrets it immediately.
Pretty good pitch, but he'd like that one back.
0 for his last 8 after his second inning ground out, and now he calls timeout. .310 average since coming back up from AAA Worcester in 17 games. He went deep 6 times in 20 games in AAA. He did not need to be down there. There was just no room for him here. 2-2 pitch, foul back. Fights off a heater right at the knees. And maybe that's the situation with Cooper Criswell, Josh Winkowski, Isaiah Campbell. Their presence now in AAA instead of here in the majors, more a testament to how deep and talented this bullpen is. 2-2. Valdez takes outside with a splitter, so 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I know that's the idea for Craig Breslow and co. to build that kind of depth. Guys with options who can come and go. They're far from where they want to be ultimately, but it is progress.
Winkowski had to start last week in Buffalo. He was untouchable.
I think he's on the mound again tonight.
3-2. Valdez drives one deep to right field. Back to the corner. Springer looks up at the wall. It is gone! And Manuel Valdez, a towering solo shot to right field. It is 2-0 Red Sox. Will Fleming thought a big swing was coming a few pitches ago. Patience is key, my friend, and he tees off to double the Red Sox lead.
I believe I had that one, and
Yes,
he
sir.
just felt it coming from him. And what a great at-bat, too, by the way. I mean, he was unhappy with himself for some of the takes and foul balls, but still, it is always in there, that launch.
They've got about 5 decks down the right field line, some of the new group areas they've built during the recent renovation here in Toronto. I think that was deck 3 out of 5. Hooked it inside the foul pole as Reese McGuire takes a fastball inside. An exit velocity 105 miles an hour, estimated distance 378. An uppercut lefty swing from Manuel Valdez. 1-0 to McGuire. That pounds the inside corner at 94. Valdez having some fun today. In fact, the first at-bat of the night, Jarren Duran was at the plate, fouled one off from Gausman, and Valdez was chirping out to first base. 1-1 to McGuire. There's a slider that misses low and in. He was talking to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. about his new haircut, the high fade. He usually has dreadlocks down to his belt. And Guerrero said today it's the shortest his hair has been in 10 years. Valdez was giving him a hard time about it, rubbing his own head in the dugout. 2-1 pitch is fought off foul back our way. McGuire walked his first time up, went to second on an errant pickoff throw, but no further than that.
That'd be quite a look for me.
Wasn't that the back in middle school or high school, you would go on a spring break trip to the Bahamas and students would come back with braided
That's right.
hair?
Yeah,
That
sure.
could be you.
Uh-huh.
See you back at Fenway. But okay, a haircut. Any other goals for Cincinnati?
Sleep,
Right.
stay out of the humidity.
2-2 bounces in there. It is a very hot forecast.
I'm excited to see my buddy John Sadek, the TV voice of the Reds. He and I were in the minor leagues for a bunch of years together, so very much looking forward to being there with him.
I remember the resumes. You were in Pawtucket when he was in Scranton. So you were the Yankee Red Sox rival broadcasters in AAA.
Yeah, we fought all the time.
3-2. McGuire strokes one foul down the third base side.
I was also in the Carolina League with him, Potomac and Wilmington, and such a deserving gig for him. And he's really been the narrator of all these incredible Ellie De La Cruz moments. They're not very good, but they are exciting at times.
Yes, if you look up a video highlight of an Ellie De La Cruz cycle, that audio is as good as it gets. 3-2 pitch to McGuire. Takes a slider, or a fastball rather, right down the middle. A called third strike on the outside corner. And McGuire was probably looking for a slider there as he's rung up for the second out.
Alex Cora said Reese is in there tonight because Connor Wong is going to play all 3 games in Cincinnati.
Aha. Well, we only saw McGuire once last week during the very productive homestand against the Phillies and Yankees. And now he's started back-to-back nights, so spacing him out a bit. Here's Dominic Smith. Bases emptied, 2 down, and will foul one straight back. It is 2-0 Red Sox. In the third inning, it was David Hamilton's RBI single, and here in the fourth, a solo shot from Enmanuel Valdez. 66 pitches for Kevin Gausman. Swung on and hit high in the air to right field. Drifting toward the foul line. It's Springer's ball. He'll make the catch as the turf cuts over to the brown turf near the wall. He makes the grab, and the side is retired. But a 2-0 Red Sox lead on the home run from Valdez as we go to the bottom of the fourth on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
When your favorite ball club looks to close out the game, they bring in a specialist. Same is true in the drain game. When Eastern Mass homeowners need drain and sewer problems expertly fixed, Drains by James is the move. Whether you need drain cleaning or repair, pipelining, or sewer repair, you can depend on Drains by James to bring the relief 24/7. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
For decades, Boston sports fans have celebrated legendary heroes of the game. And for decades, Boston drivers have come to expect nothing less than legendary customer service from Herb Chambers. That's because the Herb Chambers team is dedicated to offering excellence every time we step up to the plate.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Is it time for a new kitchen? Visit the CCL Homescape Showroom in Abington. Discover Schrock Cabinetry at our newly renovated kitchen showroom. Whether you're looking for designer-inspired color or intelligent storage, Schrock is your trusted brand and comes with a limited lifetime warranty. You create the kitchen of your dreams with our kitchen designers. Visit the CCL showroom in Abington or go online to cclco.com and start your Schrock Dream Kitchen journey today. CCL is proud to be 100% employee owned.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Red Sox 2, Blue Jays nothing. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning, and the fourth is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. Schedule your free pickup at 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or at carsforkids.com. That's Cars with a K. Bottom third of the Herb Chambers batting order for Toronto. Addison Barger, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and Kevin Kiermaier. Lefty, righty, lefty against Brian Bayo. Into the windup, and the first pitch to Barger is grounded through the left side, a base hit. So he doubled to left in the second, and now he singles to left to lead off the fourth. Nothing has come easy to Brian Bayo today. He had to strand 2 in the first, second, and third, and already has to deal with the leadoff base runner in the fourth. There's a sinker perfectly on the zone here. and his second call-up to the major leagues from AAA Buffalo this season. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa now. Open stance from the right side. And the first pitch changeup misses in. Red Sox baseball brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Celebrate the Great American Sales Event and join the Bronco family. Or get a great offer on America's best-selling trucks. F-Series, an official truck of the Red Sox. Time. There goes Barger. Pitch is grounded through the right side. A perfect hit and run into right field. Barger goes first to third. And back-to-back singles have runners on the corners, nobody out.
Well, Bayo's got him right where he wants him. I mean, it's incredible. 4 innings in a row, 2 men aboard. And this right here, Tyler, is the sequence in which Bayo has 2 men aboard. And this right here, Tyler, is the sequence in which Bayo has struggled, where pitch to give up 1 run, not none. He tends to nibble in these spots, get too fine, and then instead of giving up 1, he gives up 4 or 5. So in some ways, Bayo needs to just concede the run at third. That's not usually the mentality of a starting pitcher, but that should be the mindset here.
I think keeping his composure is a big part of it. After getting out of a 2-on, 1-out jam in the second, he spiked the ball into the turf. Now he's going to have to do it again, but with nobody out. On the corners for Kiermaier. He swings and grounds one toward the... Goes to third, and 3 straight singles begin the 4th inning for Toronto. It's 2-1 Red Sox.
Now, no way to live. I mean, he's just been in hot water all night long. That is 9 base runners, and there's nobody out in the 4th inning. So, once again, here we go. First and third, nobody out. You just got to find a way to limit the damage.
And those 3 hits produced by the bottom third of a batting order that has really struggled this year. Kevin Kiermaier is having the worst offensive season of his career. But he delivers an RBI single and brings up Spencer Horwitz with runners at first and third. Devers is in on the grass, and Horwitz from the left side will take high. That was the changeup. Also missed a little bit outside. That's been a problem area for Bayo so far. Just 8 of the 15 changeups from Bayo tonight have produced strikes. Tying runs at third, go-ahead runner at first. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th, and a lob throw to first base was predictably not in time as Kiermaier dives back in. Well, on Monday, Nick Pivetta was able to scatter the 9 hits he allowed, including 2 homers, on his way to a win. 6 hits already for Toronto through 3+. 1-0 pitch to Horwitz. He flinched at it, but it's in for a called strike anyway. And a changeup over the outside corner, just barely. Horwitz reached on an infield single his first time, and then bounced out to first base in the 2nd inning. 1-1. Way inside, a slider at 88. Tried to back foot that one, but Horwitz wound up skipping out of the way. And it won't get any easier because Justin Turner waits on deck. Here comes the 2-1 from Bayo. Runner goes for second. Pitch is taken outside. McGuire throws through, and not in time. Hamilton put the tag on, but Kiermaier got the hand in there. And Lance Barrett says he's safe. So Kiermaier, the stolen base. No more double play opportunity. It's 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. Kiermaier 5 for 5 in stolen base attempts now this season. And the Red Sox have to bring the infield in. Bayo was able to walk the tightrope the first 3 innings. 3-1. He's off the outside corner. Ball 4, a 5-pitch walk. So he's hit 2 batters. He's walked 2 batters. And the first 4 men in the 4th inning have reached. And Andrew Bailey is going to jog out to the mound.
Good time for a visit. Once again, just not good enough for a guy who was supposed to anchor the rotation. He got out of trouble in the first 3 innings, but just begging for damage to be done. Hitting guys, walking people. Not missing enough bats, so here we go. Game in the balance right here, hoping to avoid another massive eruption in a single inning.
Well, today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, get select sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's Puff Curls, Planters Peanuts, and Quaker Rice Cakes. For only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon. Limit 4 each. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Well, you know Justin Turner is not going to help out Brian Bayo at all. He's actually worked the counts and seen 8 or more pitches 60 different times since last year. We've seen a couple of those already this week. And with nowhere to put him, Brian Bayo has to be especially detailed with the bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch, misses.
The worst guy on the entire Blue Jay club to have up in this spot. The worst.
You're right. The last pitch was a sinker at 98, but down and away. Into the windup and now the 1-0. Turner takes the same pitch in the same spot, outside and low. 2 balls, no strikes. This inning is snowballing on Bayo. Barger and Kiner-Falefa back-to-back singles with a hit and run. Now the 2-0 to Turner, swinging a bouncer toward the middle. Hamilton is there at shortstop to glove it. Underhand flip to Valdez, and the turn to first is in time. Double play. The game is tied. Run comes down from third with Kiner-Falefa to make it 2-2. But the Red Sox will absolutely sign for that trade. They've got 2 down with a runner at third now. And Bayo is 1 step away from keeping this a manageable inning.
Oh, no question. That was huge. That was not the world's most graceful turn of a double play. But they had the luxury of Turner running. What a huge pitch that was.
It's Kiermaier at third with 2 away for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch to Vlad. He swung on and drilled into center field, straight at Romy Gonzalez, and he makes the catch with a leap at the last minute. So tough to size it up. It was a rocket right at him. Guerrero takes his helmet off, looks to the sky, and asks for some help. That came off his bat at 110 miles an hour, but the game is still tied 2-2 after 4 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Subaru summer is finally here. Buckle up for an unforgettable summer in a brand new 2024 Subaru Outback. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, raised roof rails, and a roomy interior for your passengers and cargo, the Outback is equipped for any summer adventure. Buy with 1.9% financing or lease for just $305 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
When it comes to getting the guaranteed lowest price on Toyo tires, there's only one place to go. Town Fair Tire. And when it comes to getting more free services for life than anywhere else on Toyo tires, there's only one place to go. Town Fair Tire. So when you're in the market for a new set of Toyo tires, there's only one place to go. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Absolutely nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
For decades, Boston sports fans have celebrated legendary heroes of the game. And for decades, Boston drivers have come to expect nothing less than legendary customer service from Herb Chambers. That's because the Herb Chambers team is dedicated to offering excellence every time we step up to the plate.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Romy Gonzalez, who found a way to make that play in center field and limit the damage for Brian Bayo, leads it off here in the 5th inning. We are tied at 2. Bayo has been in trouble all night long. Gonzalez in the top of the order, Duran and Hamilton, so 3 speedsters in the Herb Chambers batting order. Gossman throws. Romy takes a strike right there. In this inning, that's brought to you by Herb Chambers, Honda Boston, and Honda Burlington. Romy reached on an error in the third and scored on the hit by Hammy, who's in the hole at the moment. The 0-1 is low and in. Sinking fastball, and it's 1-1. Gossman's a real thinker on the mound. As I said, he really leans on those two pitches, the four-seamer and the splitter, but he's got a little guile. One-time veteran. Here's the 1-1. Soft ground ball on the third base side, going to be quick for Berger. He gloves and throws to first, and Addison Barger retires Romy. Nicely done over there at third. And there's one away for Duran. Sometimes Gossman, early in games, because he knows that information travels quickly from hitters to dugouts and guys to follow as Jaron Duran stands in. Gossman sets at his belt, he throws, and Jaron swings and drives one high and deep into right center field. It is carrying, it is gone! Jaron Duran, a mammoth bomb, way out of here, and it is 3-2 Red Sox. Wow! 433 feet, and it looked like every bit of that.
That is unbelievable. There's kind of an empty pit over the 400 sign beyond that wall. You have to go way up to what they call the WestJet flight deck. He hit it up there to the flight deck. That is an unbelievable blast from Jaron Duran.
He has had some mammoth bombs this year. Here's David Hamilton. The pitch to him is fouled down the left field side toward the seats and out of play. So that is his longest home run of the year. 6 feet longer than the one he hit on May the 21st. In Tampa, the 0-1 pitch is low. That was the one that tied the game late. Straightaway line drive. It's so funny talking to Craig Breslow, Paul Taboni before the game about his evolution and how great Duran has been. 1-1 to David Hamilton. Pitch. Line drive up the middle into center field. The speedsters with power just piling it on. And Hamilton has got yet another hit, and the Red Sox are rolling here in the fifth. Bring up Tyler O'Neill, but Craig and Paul both said, look, this is impressive. He's been great, and yet we think there's more in there. And I said, well, what would that look like? And he said, more power. And sure enough, on display here, it was a Mazian blast. Here is Tyler O'Neill, right-handed hitter. Speaking of blast, he takes a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. One thing you love about these young Red Sox players, whether it's Duran, Rafaela, Hamilton, is their clutch gene that has just been on full display. The 0-1 throw to first. There is a difference between home runs when it's 8-1 or 5-0 than those that tie a game or put you ahead. And time and again, these developing Red Sox stars come up big in big and tight spots. 0-1 to O'Neill. Pitch is a strike. Kind of an interesting dilemma here for Hamilton because Jansen is not good behind the plate. His pop time is over 2 seconds. Gossman pretty slow to the plate. So even though you got the big hitters O'Neill and Devers up, I think Hammy will be tempted to go. 0-2 to O'Neill. He's leaning, not going. The pitch is in the dirt. If he had gone there, he had it easily, but a good stop there by Jansen. The Red Sox miss nothing. Between Jason Varitek and all the analytics team, Kyle Hudson is heavily involved, Andy Fox. If you have a combination that is slow to get from the pitcher to second base, they will make you pay. 1-2 to O'Neill. Hamilton not going. The pitch is low, very close. O'Neill did a little squat. It was beneath the zone, and it's 2-2. Hamilton sort of has that look on his face right now. Devers is out on deck. Infield kind of at a modified double play depth over to Pull. Hammy is not going. Tyler fouls it off. He was dancing, was David. He started, then felt like maybe he didn't have the best jump or read. He held up, and O'Neill fouls it back.
That's the only thing I can think of, or the point you made about what part of the order they're in and how hot Tyler O'Neill is. Do you want to risk an out? But he's just been so money on the bases this year. You got to have confidence in letting him go.
2-2 to O'Neill. Long set, throw over to first, and generally speaking, as Hamilton dives back in safe, when that happens, shortly thereafter, he is off to the races. Hamilton this year, 19 of 20 stolen base attempts. 2-2. O'Neill waits, Raffy on deck, and time is called late by Tyler. Code word of the game is payoff pitch. All one word. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. Payoff pitch. Not one of those yet here. It's 2-2 to O'Neill. Hamilton leaning. He goes. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw to second, not even nearly in time. O'Neill is struck out on a good splitter from Gossman. And it's hard to know whether the visual of Hamilton running makes O'Neill a little bit swing happier, but either way. And he is into scoring position with his 20th steal. They are exploiting Jansen and Gossman. And no matter what, now Hamilton in scoring position with 2 down for Devers. Still in awe of that Jaron Duran homer. Put the Sox ahead 3-2. Here's Raffy. They throw to second, but Hamilton scampers back with a head first dive.
And your point's well taken about O'Neill. Was he maybe thrown off by Hamilton? Even if he was, that's a nasty splitter from Gossman. Set him up, too, with back-to-back sinkers beforehand.
4th strikeout for Gossman. He has walked and popped out, has Raffy, but third time facing a starter, he's usually pretty lethal. Here he swings and misses. There's been a lot of that tonight, actually, from Devers. Late on fastballs. He is out of the box, bat in his left hand, and head cocked toward his right shoulder, thinking, what's going on? 0-1. Hamilton is going to score on anything that touches the outfield grass. Score on anything that touches the outfield grass. He leads at second. The 0-1. That's outside. That's a disciplined take from Devers, and it's 1-1. Gossman has thrown 81 pitches. That in and of itself is a big win for the Sox. They lead 3-2 the pitch. In the dirt. Jansen's had a nice inning blocking pitches. Hamilton stays at second, and it's 2-1. So we are past the 110th pitch of the game. Brought to you by 110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. Well, for whatever reason, the Red Sox offense swings it. Brian Bale gotten him off the hook a lot of times this year. See if Raffy can add here. 2-1. You have the pickoff on again and not in time. Hamilton had a big lead at second. That was close at the bag. I'm not sure there's a reason for David to be that far off the bag other than maybe to distract Gossman a little bit. And with a hitter like Devers at the plate, maybe that 10% less focus leads him to make a mistake. But he's going to score on anything with 2 outs. 2-1 to Raffy. Gossman throws. Raffy swings and grounds it softly to the right side. More of that lately. The second baseman has it, throws to first, and Devers is gone to end the inning. But Jaron Duran launches one. 4:33 into the Toronto night. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-2 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This is Danielle Ferrier at Heading Home. We are a leading provider of emergency shelter and housing for children and adults experiencing homelessness. Today, we are facing a housing crisis in Massachusetts, which is why we've teamed up with community partners like the Village Bank.
This is Amy Werner, Senior Vice President at the Village Bank. We're committed to supporting impactful programs in our communities. Together, we're working to give everyone a safe place to call home. Visit headinghomeinc.org today to see how you can help. The Village Bank, member FDIC, member DIF.
I'm Dan Morgan. One question many people wonder is, does the law firm I hire for my injury case matter? Of course it does. At Morgan & Morgan, we've invested millions into making sure your experience from first call to your settlement is so easy. You can literally start your case right from your couch in just a few clicks. You'll also be able to text your case staff and lawyer anytime you need. We're America's largest injury law firm for a reason. Injured? The choice is easy.
Having a snack-tastic summer? Well, you will, thanks to snacks on sale at Shaw's in Star Market. Hey, it's Lou. Today through Thursday, you get select sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's puffed curls, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes for only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon, limited to 4 each. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals. You earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Hurry and snack up. Shaw's in Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
We're packing our bags and hitting the road for the last stop of the third roadshow season. Our final stop is Bernie's Beach Bar in Hampton on Friday from 6 to 10. The Greg Hill Roadshow is presented by Miller Lite. It's Miller Time New England and by Harbor One Bank.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Now, can Brian Bayo have a cleaner inning here in the bottom of the fifth every time he's taken the mound here in Toronto tonight? 2 base runners have been aboard. Jaron Durand has got him a lead back, and let's see, Varsho, Jansen, and Springer. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Honda Boston and Honda Burlington. Varsho takes a slider for a ball. Varsho struck out in the first, walked in the third. Next one, outside.
Well, you talked last inning about the clutch factor of these young players like Jaron Durand, the timing of that homer. Another great note from Justin Long.
2-0. Strike at the bottom of the zone, 2-1.
5 of Jaron Durand's 6 homers this season have either tied the game or, like he just did, given the Red Sox a lead. And it feels that way.
It does. 2-1. Down and in. Ball, and it's 3-1. For all his talent, for all his great natural stuff, Bayo needs to find a way to trust it and harness it more. 3-1. High pop-up on the right side of the infield. Valdez and Hamilton come together. Hamilton takes charge. He makes the play, and Varsho gone, 1 away.
And you hope moments like that can help Bayo because he's behind in the count. He throws a fastball basically right down the middle to the cleanup hitter who leads the team in home runs and RBIs, and he pops him up. You're not going to get burned every time. You don't want to give up screaming line drives to center field with a guy on third like he did in the fourth, though.
Here's Danny Jansen. He swings and misses. Really good slider there. And Bayo has given up 10 homers in now 67 innings and more hits than usual. 70 on the season. The 0-1 is low, so maybe a little spooked, but his stuff is so good. He needs to challenge hitters. Sinker misses low. It's 1-1. 3-2 Red Sox in the fifth. The pitch. That's a slider check swing. He did not hold up. So it is 1-2. Incredible drama last night in the Rocky-Dodger game where Teoscar Hernandez looked like he did what Jansen had just done to end the game, swing through a pitch. 1-2. Chopper to third. Devers plays the second hop. He gloves and throws to first in time. Beautifully done. 2 down. But they said Teoscar had not swung. The next pitch, he had a 3-run homer to put the Dodgers ahead. Well, if you like snacks, you got to get to Shaw's in Star Market between now and Thursday. Utz potato chips, Jack's puffed curls, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes, $1.97 each. And you use the digital coupon. Springer came up in a big spot and came up empty his last time. He fouls this first pitch from the third base side with 2 on in the third. He struck out swinging, did Springer. Not the most prolonged slump of his long, distinguished career. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's been a lot of that. Looked overmatched, and it's 0-2.
You can just see he's fighting it right now. The pitch comes in, his body tenses up, and then the arms come through. It's just out of sync right now for Springer.
0-2. Bayo looking for a clean inning. Ripped into left field. That is going to get down. It bounces past Duran, off the wall. Springer rounds first. Throw to second, cut off. And George Springer hits a rocket off the wall. 2-out double. It will not be a 1-2-3 inning for Duran. For Bayo, I should say, in the tying run in scoring position.
I promise it was out of sync before he got an absolute hanger of a slider on 0-2 from Brian Bayo. I mean, McGuire is basically crouching in the opposite batter's box, asking him to spike this thing and get him to chase, and it is right over the heart of the plate. Cement mixer slider, and Bayo knows he can't do that again.
Yeah, there's too much of that this year. It's a spot in an 0-2 count. That not nearly what he's looking to do. So here's Addison Barger, who has been great tonight against Bayo. Pitch to him is right there. A fastball for a strike, 97 miles an hour. And so 1, a double and a single for Barger. Three to 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Tying run at second. The pitch outside for the changeup. It's 1-1. I think it's not even close. Bayo's sinker has been his best pitch tonight. 1-1. At the letters he throws. Slider misses outside. And it's 2-1. Bayo's thrown 76 pitches, 37 of them two-seam fastball. Steps off and looks Springer back to second. Does have 10 swing and misses tonight for Bayo. 2-1. Pitch inside. That's really interesting. Reese McGuire, before the pitch, is waving out with his glove to David Hamilton as if to say, do not Gonzalez to get over toward the gap a little bit the other way. 3-1 to Barger. Pitch. Swinging a high drive into right field. It hangs up, though, in front of the track. Tyler O'Neill camps out underneath it. He makes the play. Oh, Canada. The inning is over. We go to the 6th inning. Sox lead the Jays 3-2. The Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It's the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, and here's the pitch. It's a deep shot to left center field. It's back, gone!
The only thing better than your team winning is that feeling you get when opening up your brand new iPhone 15. Hey, Boston fans, right now at Verizon, new and existing customers can get the amazing iPhone 15. Enjoy tons of storage for all the ballpark picks this summer. There's a deal out there for everyone at Verizon.
Every great team is built around its stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealer's award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco Sport. Its iconic styling really sets it apart on the road, and its all-terrain capability makes it ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer. There's room for 7 passengers and a ton of gear. Your New England Ford dealer's lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
Having a snack-tastic summer? Well, you will, thanks to snacks on sale at sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's puffed curls, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes for only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon, limited to 4 each. When you
every reason and every right to go right ahead right here.
3-0 pitch, red light, and he'll take a strike. Will did predict a, quote, massive swing from Valdez before he went deep, which we will count in his growing resume of predictions.
I'd sent a text to Lou Merlone saying he was going to hit one to the CN Tower. I should have just said that out loud.
Oh, wow. Throw to first, not in time.
Of course, the truth is if he did that, it'd be foul. But,
yes,
you got it inside the pole. The general idea, he was going to lift off.
I'll bet you Lou mentioned your prediction on Nesson. We'll go back and watch the tape after. 3-1. Valdez takes again, and another called strike, this time a fastball at the top of the zone.
Man, patient twice.
Yeah.
Take mode for sure. Problem with Gossman in these spots, he's liable to split it here. I don't think he wants to give Valdez another fastball like that.
All 5 of his pitches so far fastballs. 3-2. It's fouled away. Another heater at 96.
Wow, he did.
It's encouraging, though, because with that late swing, you figure Valdez was probably thinking the same thing you were, Will. A splitter was coming, but had quick enough hands to fight it off. Gossman has walked 2 already. His season high is 3. Command is his specialty, but has not been at his normal level tonight. Another 3-2. That's outside with a splitter, ball 4. So it is the season high 3 walks for Gossman. 2 on with still nobody out for Reese McGuire. And a chance for the Red Sox to extend their 3-2 lead here in the 6th. And that's going to send pitching coach Pete Walker out to the mound.
Yeah, indeed. And now, the thing about this, of course, is that it is the bottom part of the order. You don't have Rafaela in there today, so it's Dom Smith and Romy. So it's not a cut and dry situation. But if they wanted to play it that way, Reese legitimately with Connor Wong is the best bunter on the team.
The entire infield is on the mound. They just broke the huddle. As we remind you that this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of WEEI and the Boston Red Sox.
I still think this time of game, 1-run lead, I would do it. Yeah, lay it down.
All right. As you said, McGuire knows how to handle the bat.
This kind of thing drives me crazy. If you just visited the mound, the catcher shouldn't be able to stand in front of the mound and talk defense. You were just out there.
And now they've figured out where they want to stand.
Also, get off my lawn.
My AstroTurf lawn in Toronto. In at the corners, way in. McGuire shows bunt, pops it toward third, foul territory. Barger caught it. Sliding catch near the dugout, and McGuire did not get the job done there. 1 down, and the runners stay at first and second.
So unlike him. He's such a great bunter with soft hands. That kills you.
The bunting detractors often bring up the fact that even if you do have an expert in the field like McGuire, it's still not a guarantee you're going to get it down. So Dom Smith now. Valdez at first, Yoshida at second. First pitch is a fastball that bounces down and in. Smith flat out to left and then to right. After a 2-for-4 day yesterday, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Zach Pop is warming in the Blue Jays bullpen with 1 down in the top of the 6th. Pitch from Gossman. Swung on and driven to deep right field. Springer back to the track, sprinting to the gap. Near the wall, it is caught by a leaping Kiermaier, who came over from center field. Crashed into the fence and fired it back into the infield. Yoshida able to tag and get to third. But off the bat, it looked like at least a wall ball special for Smith. Instead, it's out number 2, and still just a 3-2 Red Sox lead.
Well, Kiermaier can still go get it, but that underscores how much it hurts that you couldn't get the bunt down, because that easily gets a run home and a man to third. Really nice running play, and it's up to Romy to pick everybody up. Wow, what a catch.
He can still do it as well as anybody. Kevin Kiermaier. And they're on the corners now for Romy Gonzalez. with 94 pitches thrown already from Gausman. Righty on righty, the kick in the first pitch is a little inside at 94. Red Sox have scored a run in each of the last 3 innings and look like they were on their way for another. With men at first and second, nobody out here in the 6th. The 1-0. Romy swings late on a fastball at 95. It's 1-1.
So Wilyer Abreu hit a home run at AAA in the first inning, and Jamie Westbrook just hit a 3-run bomb down there tonight.
It was a 17-4 loss for the Woo Sox yesterday, so exacting some vengeance on the AAA Columbus Clippers, the Cleveland affiliate. 1-1. Gonzalez shoots one to the right side, rolling slowly. Horwitz ranging over, and he can't make the play. Tipped off the edge of his glove and wound up in right field. It's an RBI single for Romy Gonzalez, and Yoshida comes in. It's 4-2 Red Sox. Talk about just getting enough on it. Off the bat at 62 miles an hour, dribbling the other way. Inside-out swing for Gonzalez, and he does just enough to tack on another for the Red Sox.
Hit it where they ain't, and he did exactly that. And now you got action. Duran coming up, seeing Gausman for the 4th time after that massive home run. And really credit to Dom Smith, too, for hitting it deep enough to get Yoshida over to third so that he could score on the play.
Valdez went to second, and after Danny Jansen went out to the mound to talk with Gausman, John Schneider, the manager, is heading to the hill, and that means a pitching change.
I don't want to be cranky, but this kind of stuff needs to change. You shouldn't be able to do that in the modern game where we're trying to limit the amount of time for visits and all that stuff. One or the other. Like if the catcher goes out, okay, that's it, that's the visit. But to do that just drags it out a little bit. But the Red Sox, yet again, Tyler, I know Gausman hasn't been elite this year yet, but think about the starters they've hammered this week alone, whether it's Rodon, Nola, on and on. They just keep on doing it against some of the best pitchers in the game.
And this week, Toronto, they're coming off 2 big wins over Cleveland Saturday and Sunday, and they do have, despite their ups and downs, one of the best pitching rotations in the majors so far this week. The Red Sox have been able to figure him out. Into the bullpen, the Blue Jays go. We'll take a quick break for the pitching change. When we come back, it's Jarren Duran with 2 on and 2 out in the top of the 6th. Red Sox 4, Blue Jays 2 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
During this call to the bullpen, your New England Ford dealers remind you that this is the perfect time to check out all their great Ford truck offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on Ford F-150, built Ford tough and smarter than ever. The legendary Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the turbocharged Ranger, ready for your next adventure. Visit buyfordnow.com and see why now's the time to buy or lease your new Ford truck.
Have you been putting off new windows for your home? Now is the time to visit CCL in Abington. We've partnered with Matthews Brothers in Maine to bring you the best in windows. Matthews Brothers has been making windows since 1854. Come check out our line of wicked awesome windows from Matthews Brothers at CCL in Abington. Make your home energy efficient in 2024 with Matthews Brothers windows. Check us out online at capecodlumber.com or visit the CCL showroom in Abington today. We are 100% employee owned and operated.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
With Duran and Hamilton scheduled to hit next, the Blue Jays bring in the lefty, Tim Meza. 2 on, 2 out. It's 4-2 Red Sox in the top of the 6th inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
With Will Fleming, I'm Tyler Murray. With a couple of runs in the bottom of the 4th, but Duran had a go-ahead homer in the 5th, and here in the 6th, another run tacked on by a slow-rolling single to right field by Romy Gonzalez, and a chance for more. 2 on, 2 out for Duran. Meza's first pitch. There's a fastball strike on the inside corner. Year by year for Tim Meza. You go back to 2021, a 3-year stretch. ERA well under 3.5. But this year it's over 6. He just hasn't found it so far this season, and it's killing this bullpen. 0-1. Duran takes low, 1 ball, 1 strike. His first at-bat went like each of his first 2 at-bats to begin the series, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday now. He struck out swinging on a fastball to begin the game. 1-1. And that's a sinker that dips down and in for ball 2. But now with the home run, Duran on a 10-game hit streak. OPS over 1,000 in the month of June. First and second, 2 down. 4-2 Red Sox in the 6th. The 2-1 pitch. Duran watches a sinker, grab the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Meza pitched here on Monday, gave up a couple of runs as part of that 7-3 Red Sox win. Nods his head at the catcher, Jansen. Here comes the 2-2 to Duran. He swings and grounds one back through the middle into center field, a base hit. Valdez hits third. He's coming in to score as Kiermaier double clutches on the throw. Another RBI for Jarren Duran and a 5-2 lead for the Red Sox.
All-star Jarren Duran delivering yet another hit. He needs to be in the All-Star game, and more than that, it'd probably be good to vote for him to be an All-Star in the American League. Jarren Duran is just spectacular right now, and what an at-bat that is. You know, he gets himself in a 2-2 count, breaking ball right back through the middle, and get him to the All-Star game.
MLB.com has your voting information. David Hamilton now. Lefty on lefty, first pitch, a swing and a miss, and a slider that darted in on the hands. Those are the kinds of pitches that make Tim Meza so tough on lefties, and he can throw a slider as well, but it was that pitch that Duran was ready for. And he rolled it back through the middle. Well, Hamilton, 2 for 3. He had an RBI knock in the 3rd. Both runners go. 0-1 pitch taken for a strike. Throw to third base. Not in time. Double steal. Gonzalez dives in safe around the tag of Barger. Duran into second with a stolen base. John Schneider and the Blue Jays are on the horn taking a look at the video to see if they want a review.
Incredible speed. This is the fun part of the lineup. Romy was safe with the hand. He slid through, and the question is, was the glove still on him before the foot got to the bag? I don't think it was. They will not look. And now Alex Cora, I think he's out to say, maybe David Herrera, the trainer, wants to look at David Hamilton. Alex misses nothing, ever. And he saw maybe a little grimace, and they wanted to make sure he's okay. He says he is.
Of course, it was a swing that led to him leaving in the early innings on Monday. Felt some left side discomfort, but he was okay enough to pinch run in the 8th inning yesterday, and of course started shortstop here tonight. So he will stay in. 5-2 Red Sox. Second and third, 2 down. The 0-2 pitch to Hamilton, swinging a chopper foul up the first base side.
He is watching him like a hawk, Alex is. He's so good at this because, you know, a competitive player, young guy especially, doesn't maybe think he can, you know, be honest about stuff like this, wants to stay in there. Alex wants to protect him.
Another 0-2 to Hamilton, with Gonzalez walking 30 feet down the line. 0-2 pitch, swinging a drive to right field, but straight at Springer. Turns over the other shoulder and makes the catch. And that will strand a pair, but the Red Sox get a pair. RBI singles from Gonzalez and Duran. It is 5-2 Red Sox after 5.5 in Toronto on the Charleston Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Just like our hometown legends of the Diamond, Herb Chambers has been hitting it out of the park for decades with legendary customer service. With over 35 brands and so many locations, Herb Chambers offers the largest inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. You can always count on getting the lowest prices and best value. And at Herb Chambers, experience our legendary customer service today. Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars, we help people buy them.
In between looking for your 10 lines this summer, let's see if you've got some money coming to you at findmassmoney.gov. Enter your name at findmassmoney.gov. The money could come from a long-forgotten bank account, payroll, refund checks, insurance proceeds. Enter your name at findmassmoney.gov.
Ad paid for by AG Marketing Group. Attention timeshare owners. If you need to get rid of your timeshare for any reason, please listen to the following message. Getting out of a timeshare commitment is not easy. and it takes time. But we specialize in helping consumers legally get rid of their expensive timeshares forever. Can't get the vacation dates that work for you? Maybe you felt taken advantage of or forced into the timeshare? Maybe you just can't continue to shoulder those monthly payments any longer. If you need to eliminate your timeshare commitment, then you need to take down this number, 800-858-0815. We will safely and legally get rid of your timeshare payments forever, all with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Don't continue to let your timeshare be a financial burden to you and your loved ones. Call us now at 800-858-0815. The call is free, the consultation is free. Call 800-858-0815. That's 800-858-0815. Again, 800-858-0815.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, the Red Sox got one in the third, one in the fourth, and another in the fifth, but a two spot in the top of the sixth inning has them in front 5-2 in Toronto, so more run support for Brian Bayo. He has not been sharp tonight, but it hasn't mattered. He's scattered 7 hits. And he gets Isaiah Kiner-Falefa to begin the bottom of the sixth. And he puts one on the outside corner for a called strike. 8-9-1 for the Blue Jays in the Herb Chambers batting order. 0-1 pitch is in for a strike. That's a changeup as Justin Slayton starts to warm it in the Red Sox bullpen. That was the 80th pitch from Bayo tonight. 0-2. Kiner-Falefa takes a slider down and away.
Would love aggression here from Bayo. Strike throwing. Alex Cora said last week after the 9 said, I'll paraphrase, he said, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to every night look to kick your behind. And that inning right there was another example.
Pitch is grounded softly to second base. Room service hot for Valdez. He'll sling it to first in time. Well, Bayo throws strikes and he gets an easy first out.
Just relentless. You know, I mean, they get a lead. They get a second hit from Duran, and then here comes the double steal. They just put the foot on the throat, this young team does.
And in 5 2/3 innings against a very good starter in Kevin Gausman, they get 5 runs, 4 earned on 6 hits with 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Solo home runs from both Valdez and Duran. Kevin Kiermaier from the left side. He'll take a strike. Slider at 87. Kiermaier made a great catch to probably keep this game within striking distance for Toronto in the top of the 6th. 0-1 pitch, a wave and a miss. Great slider there from Bayo down at the shins. It's 0-2. It was right to the center of the right center field gap between he and Springer, and he sprinted over and made a leaping catch just in front of that wall, and the big Tim Horton sign. Base is empty, 1 down, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on a changeup. That's what you like to see from Brian Bayo near the end of his outing. 3-pitch K of Kiermaier, and it's 2 up, 2 down in the 6th.
Interesting now for Alex Cora as he kind of settles.
This summer, Instacart presents famous summer flavors coming to your front door, or pool, or hotel.
Your grocery delivery has arrived, sir.
That was faster than room service.
No violence in the lobby.
Oh, seriously? Anyway, sit back, relax, and get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes. Starring your favorite snacks, drinks, and more. Download Instacart for free delivery on your first 3 orders. Rated H for hungry audiences. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum $10 per order. Excludes restaurants. Additional terms and fees apply.
Wants him to earn innings later in games. He wants to really stretch him.
First offering to Horwitz is a strike on the outside corner.
So, I think if he gets Horwitz here, he'll get the start of the next inning, and you just kind of wait and see.
He will get Horwitz. Pitch is grounded to first, handled by Smith. Underhand flip to Bayo, and that is the best Brian Bayo has looked all night by far. A 1-2-3 6th inning, and he got his first strikeout since the 3rd. We'll go to the 7th. Red Sox 5, Blue Jays 2. On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Having a snacktastic summer? You will, thanks to snacks on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Thursday, get select sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's puffed curls, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes for only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon Limit 4. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Hurry and snack up. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductibles, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
Tired with being tired, sick of feeling sluggish, bored of being bloated? Maybe you're fed up with feeling foggy. Whatever your reason, your solution is only a click away. Reboot your life and enhance your summer at Awaken180weightloss.com.
Navien tankless water heaters, the proven leader in condensing technology. Request a Navien because you deserve the best in endless hot water delivery. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Yenesis Cabrera comes in for the Blue Jays here as we move to the 7th inning. It's a 5-2 Red Sox lead. They've scored in each of the last 4 frames. And what's happening now at Rogers Center, it's a marvel of modern science. The roof is slowly closing above us here in Toronto because, according to the weather radar and just, looking up into the sky and seeing some dark clouds, there is some rain coming. But here, the place where the very first retractable roof was built, we don't have to worry about that. So while play is happening down below us, the big metal roof closes overhead. Tyler O'Neill at the plate. He will take a first pitch strike from Cabrera, who comes in with a 4.55 ERA. They will take anything right now in terms of marginal success from this bullpen. Oh, 1 pitch to O'Neill is on the inside corner, a called strike. He is 0 for 2 with a walk so far. Struck out swinging in the 5th against Gausman, but he's out of the game now. Cabrera, the lefty, kicks and deals the 0-2, and O'Neill just got under it, swinging a sky-high pop, almost as high as that retractable roof, right behind second base. It's squeezed by Horwitz, and O'Neill now 0 for 3. So base is empty, 1 down for Raffy Devers. 3 groundouts, all softly hit to the 7. And the key to success for Bayo is this stat line: runners in scoring position for the Blue Jays. 1 for 11 tonight. They'd left 8 men on base. 1-0 to Devers, swinging a foul tip, as he couldn't get around on a sinker again at 97. Let's get you the Subaru of New England out-of-town scoreboard. First, the Yankee-Orioles series continues. It is 4-1 Baltimore. They got 3 in the top of the 5th as they move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Those runs coming on a Ryan O'Hearn double. Here's the 1-1 to Devers. Swung on and grounded sharply toward the middle, but they got him shifted that way. Connor Falefa in shallow center will glove it and throw out Raffy at first. And he is 0 for 4 with 4 groundouts. Seattle and Cleveland. This is interesting. Cleveland just shut out the Mariners 8-0 to improve to 45-26. Can't look too much into transitive property, but a lot of folks around here thought that the Blue Jays winning back-to-back games over the Guardians was a huge sign of them turning things around last Saturday and Sunday. The Red Sox have changed those opinions pretty quickly. First pitch to Yoshida, a wave and a miss at a cutter at 89. But Cleveland, they go beat Seattle 8-0, a team that is 12 games over 500 right now. So the fact that the Red Sox have looked so good against the Blue Jays, it's no small feat. 0-1 is swung on and sliced foul over the third base dugout, so 0-2 on Massa.
Thunderstorms coming. The roof is closing up here at the Rogers Center, so take in your last view of the CN Tower in the sky above.
This is nice. The CN Tower keeps changing colors, illuminating the elevator shaft that we get to see go up and down off to our right. 0-2, down and away to Yoshida. It was Celtic green 2 nights ago. I don't know if it was a coincidence or not. This is obviously Toronto Raptors country. But today it's changing colors rainbow style by the minute. 5-2 Red Sox, top of the 7th. Bases empty, 2 down on the 1-2 pitch to Yoshida. He swings and lines one to left field, but Varsho is out there, backpedaling toward the track. He will make the catch and send us to the stretch. Red Sox 5, Blue Jays 2 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
40% of the male population is considered big and tall. 40%. Now imagine there was a place where those 40% could buy clothes that, wait for it, fit them. Crazy, right? At DXL, we make clothes for the big and tall man that fit. DXL. Wear what you want.
Today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, it's Greg. Come hang with the show for pregame the night before our road show at the GOAT in Portsmouth from 7:30 to 9:30. The Greg Hill Road Show is presented by Miller Lite. It's Miller time. New England, please drink responsibly.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Justin Slayton comes into the game, working on a 3.03 ERA. 26-year-old right-hander from Longview, Texas. Hoping to keep the Red Sox in front. Bottom of the 7th inning here in Toronto. It is Red Sox 5, Blue Jays 2. 7th inning brought to you by Sherwin-Williams. The exclusive Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program will help you grow and manage your paint business. It will be the heart of the Herb Chambers batting order for the Blue Jays. Justin Turner, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Dalton Varsho. Brought to you by Herb Chambers Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Danvers and Millbury. Turner hit by a pitch in the first, singled in the third, but then bounced into a 6-4-3 double play in the fourth, which at that point it might have saved the night for Brian Bayo and the Red Sox. He was on the ropes in a huge way. Righty on righty, Slayton's first pitch is pumped in there at 96 for a called strike one. That 4th inning began with a Barger single, a Kiner Falefa hit and run single, and then Kevin Kiermaier rolled one through the middle for an RBI base knock. Horwitz walked after that, so it was bases loaded, nobody out for Turner. 0-1 pitch is roped into left center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Gonzalez sprints to cut it off in the gap, and Turner doesn't have the afterburners anymore, so he'll just pull up at first base with a leadoff single, but he's been the toughest out in this lineup all week long. Fortunately for the Red Sox, the 6-4-3 twin killing in the fourth was perfectly timed, and Turner now has bounced into 12 double plays this year, which is just one shy of the league lead. Tying runs on deck, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. First pitch, swing and a liner to left field, another base hit. Got a hanging sweeper and roped it to left. Duran quickly gets it into third as Turner goes from first to second. Well, back-to-back base hits to greet Justin Slayton on his first 3 pitches out of the pen. The tying run already comes to the plate, and it's cleanup man Dalton Varsho. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Hurry in. Epic offers are going fast at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. Shop your local Nissan store at nissanusa.com. 11 home runs and 35 runs batted in for Varsho this year. He's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. First pitch, strike. 97 right on the black, upper outside corner to the lefty power hitter. Although, when they traded for Varsho, it was all about defense. They gave up Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and their number 1 overall prospect, Gabriel Moreno. The kick in the 0-1 from Slayton. Pretty similar spot, but this time it's called a ball, 1-1. Bayo's in line for the win. 6 innings, 2 runs, 2 walks, 7 hits, and 6 strikeouts. Slayton, the first man out of the pen. 1-1, Varsho swing and a miss. Tied up on a nasty cutter in on the hands at 94. Slayton said last year during spring training when he was still with the Rangers before the Rule 5 brought him over to the Red Sox, the big league coaches were telling him his cut fastball might be the best pitch in the system. 1-2, Varsho swings and misses for strike 3. Fastball at 97 from Justin Slayton, and a big first out here in the 7th. Second K today for Varsho. It's a spot in the lineup normally occupied by Bo Bichette, and this is his bobblehead night, but he was just placed on the injured list with calf soreness. See those Lions walking in today, Will? Lining up for that Bo bobblehead? It's a big deal around here. First pitch to Danny Jansen from the right side. He'll take a bouncing fastball for ball 1.
I was walking in, it was 100 degrees. And I'm like, what are these people doing? I guess they only had 15,000 of the bobbleheads, trying to incentivize people to queue up. And they did.
So that means about 20,000 people here did not get bobbleheads. A near sellout once again. 1-0. Jansen swings and clubs one to center field, but playable it seems for Romy Gonzalez, drifting back toward the track, but now he'll come in and make the catch. Turner's going to tag and go to third, so runners on the corners. Jansen now 0 for 4, but looks like Slayton has settled in here after the back-to-back singles began the inning. George Springer now. And you have to figure, with the big league resume he's put together, he's eventually going to break out of the season-long slump. He's hitting 198. Red Sox hope it is not right now. He stands in as the tying run. It's 5-2 Red Sox, bottom of the 7th, with runners on the corners. He got a hanger on 0-2 last time up and lined a double down the left field line. First pitch from Slayton is fouled back. That's a fastball right down the middle at 96, and he couldn't get it. And of course, what Slayton does so well, hard late life on that four-seamer, which he threw there, and then the cutter, which he used to help him out against Varsho. A 2-run rally in the 6th inning extended the Red Sox lead at the time, and it's especially important now after a good start to the 7th for the Blue Jays. 0-1 from Slayton. Very high. Popped off the glove of McGuire. He can't find it. It's sitting on the Blue Jay logo behind home plate, and Turner comes in to score. 5-3 Red Sox lead trimmed to 2. Guerrero goes to second, and some life back in the building after the 2 consecutive outs that Slayton took care of. And for me, that's a pass ball.
Oh, yeah.
The official scorer agrees. It was a high fastball, but McGuire barely had to stand up to try to catch it. Went in and out of his mitt. 1-1 to Springer. Checked his swing on a sweeper outside. 2 balls and a strike. Addison Barger is waiting on deck. He's had a good day. A look back at second from Slayton. With that tan glove and gray jersey, he turns and throws to second, but Guerrero dives back in with the right hand. Today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, get select sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's Puff Curls, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes for only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon. Limit 4 each. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. 2 balls and a strike on Springer. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Cut fastball at 92, perfectly on the lower outside corner of the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Slayton's ready. The kick and the pitch. Down and away. Tried the four-seamer that time at 96, and the count is full. Springer's going to use a timeout. It's got high Red Sox to match the red trim of these black and blue City Connect jerseys. 3-2 from Slayton. Springer swings and misses for strike 3. Sweeper got him, and Slayton keeps the Red Sox in front 5-3 as we go to the 8th inning in Toronto on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market Deals and Delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Having a snacktastic summer? You will, thanks to snacks on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Thursday, get select sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's puffed curl, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes for only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon Limit 4. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time, order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Hurry and snack up. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductible, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
Tired with being tired? Sick of feeling sluggish? Bored of being bloated? Maybe you're fed up with feeling foggy. Whatever your reason, your solution is only a click away. Reboot your life and enhance your summer at Awaken180weightloss.com.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Brian Burr is the new Blue Jay pitcher. As we go to the 8th inning, the Red Sox closing in on a 3-game sweep here in Toronto. And Manuel Valdez, Reese McGuire, and Dom Smith. 3 lefties against the righty Burr. In between innings, they changed the pass ball. An earned run for Slayton. The Red Sox may have something to say about that after the ballgame. 5-3 to score. The resilient, all of a sudden, red-hot Red Sox leading it by a pair. Valdez hit a majestic homer. He takes strike 1 with a slider on the outside corner from Burgess. His 3rd appearance, 3 1/3 innings, couple of hits. Tall and lean right-hander sets up on the third base side, the 0-1. Fouled off on the third base side. Called up yesterday, Burr, sir, with his Toronto debut on June the 1st. Pretty good down at AAA. Acquired from the Phillies the end of May. If only he were traded for Hamilton. 0-2, the pitch. That's low and outside.
You see a lot of videos these days of guys being told they got called up, but no evidence there. So you only wonder what it was like in the room where it happened.
See what you did there.
Thank you. I told you I've seen Hamilton. I struck out on Les Mis in the 2nd inning.
1-2. Chopped foul outside of first. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. loves it behind the bag. Flips it into the stands. Garrett Cole returned to the mound tonight for the New York Yankees. It was not all that seamless for Garrett. 5-1 Orioles in the top of the 7th inning. Cole limited a little bit, just went 4 innings, gave up a couple runs. The Yankee bullpen wobbly tonight. 1-2 to Valdez. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Valdez just stays hot. And he's aboard with a leadoff hit here in the top of the 8th.
The way he goes down and gets balls, and yeah, he's, about 5'8", so he's already pretty low to the ground, but that uppercut swing we keep talking about, it's really hard to beat him on breaking balls that a lot of guys swing over. I love that part of his game, and you're right, he's scorching hot.
So here now, Reese McGuire, who tried to bunt his last time, and fouled out to third. Yankees lead the Orioles as of this exact moment by 2.5 games. The pitch to Reese is a strike. Slider at the bottom of the zone, away from him. Reese didn't think so. And it's 0-1. That was in the 6th inning when Yoshida had singled and Valdez had walked. Red Sox in the end scored 2 in the inning anyhow. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a drive into right field. Another base hit. Carbon copy. Valdez heading for second. He will hold there. And here come the Red Sox again. 2 on with nobody out in the top of the 8th. So McGuire has his first hit. I would not think that Dom Smith will have any inkling about bunting in this spot. He hit a deep drive into right center field. Just a brilliant catch on the run by Kiermaier.
The sequencing so far from Burr, 7 pitches, 6 sliders, and the Red Sox have been ready for it.
2 on, nobody out. Here's Smith. Double play depth behind Burr. He sets, he throws, and Dom swings and drives one into the gap in right center field. Kiermaier back to his left. He will dive and not get there. It's off the track and off the wall. Valdez comes home. He scores. McGuire over to third. McGuire over to third. Dom Smith, an RBI double. And it's 6-3 Red Sox in Toronto. Well, Dom Smith figured I just got to hit it a little bit further away from Kiermaier this time. And he did exactly that. Sox a 3-run lead and cooking in the 8th.
You used the word relentless when this inning began, and that describes this lineup perfectly right now. You got Burr, a righty in there early in his big league career, got to face 3 lefties, and they're teeing off on him. We talked about how many sliders he had thrown. First pitch fastball, and Smith is sitting on it.
Here now is Romy Gonzalez. He chops it foul on the third base side. The Blue Jays have no choice but to bring the infield in here. Romy fouls it off on the third base side. Hit here would have the Red Sox tasting a sweep in their first base dugout. Already a 3-run lead. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Romy drives it high into center field. Not hit all that well. McGuire doesn't run that well at third. Kiermaier makes the play, and Reese will stay put. So that's a big first out for Burr and the Blue Jays. Now Jarren Duran is coming up. The Blue Jays have a right-hander warming in their bullpen, but this is now a stretch of a couple of lefties and 3 and 4 with Duran, Hamilton, O'Neill, and Devers. The next 4 due up, but that won't matter. John Schneider has seen enough from Burr. He's going to his bullpen. That is most interesting. Sox have tacked on a run, and they've got a huge opportunity here. Second and third, only 1 out. Duran has homered. He's singled in a run, and he's got a chance to just about put this ball game to bed. 6-3 Sox, pitching change in Toronto. More after this on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This call to the bullpen gives you a chance to check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on the award-winning Ford SUV lineup that you won't see advertised anyplace else. Whether you plan to buy from your Ford dealer's inventory or custom order your new SUV, visit buyfordnow.com and see how much you can save. And then see your New England Ford dealers for your new SUV.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need, to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Zach Pop is on out of the Blue Jay bullpen, which has been a disaster of late for the Jays. And what an opportunity for Jarren Duran here. He's got hits in his last two, including a 433-foot home run. Jays have no choice but to bring the infield in. Not a lot of speed on the bases. Pop throws, and Duran swings and misses. Over the top of a really good two-seam fastball, and it's 0-1. Duran has pushed his hitting streak to 10 games. He's 16 for his last 33 and doing major. One pitch. He is outside. Good take on another two-seamer, and it's a ball and a strike. Sox will be off tomorrow. And start a weekend series with the Cincinnati Reds, who lost to the Pittsburgh Pirates today. 1-0 there. We'll get to see O'Neal Cruz down at the Great American Ballpark. 1-1 the pitch. Swing and a miss. A little late on a fastball. And it's 1-2. One thing that Pete Fatsi talked at length about today, which was really interesting, is the idea of taking chances early in counts and then sort of adapting your approach. 2 strikes. It's something Duran and Rafaela, Hamilton, and Devers have all taken to heart. Certainly Snyder and Wong have too. Let's see if Jarren can do that here. 1-2, infield in. A lead at second and third. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop foul on the third base side. Jarren ready to hit there. That's all fastballs so far, so I wonder whether Pop may be inclined to spin something here. Six. Xander Pop is ready. He throws, and he does throw a slider, but it's way down and in. An easy take there for Duran, and it's 2-2.
You can just see how well he's picking up the ball right now. And yeah, that's at his foot, but 4 straight sinkers. He knew right out of the hand that was a breaking ball, back foot slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. They're going to come home. Reese is off on the contact play. Throw tag. He is out on a foot first slide. So the infield in pays off. Wire gun down. On the play, Smith over to third. So now it'll be up to David Hamilton. Just an unlucky hop there right to the second baseman, Horwitz. And here is David Hamilton. Above all else, good to see him continue in the game after Alex and the training staff came out to check on him. Sox with 10 hits again tonight. Just remarkable what they're doing offensively. 12 hits last night. 69 in their previous 7 games. Here's the pitch to Hammy, and it misses outside for ball 1. An absolute offensive eruption for the Sox. In the month of June, they've been the best offense in baseball. And what's, I think, particularly impressive about that is they do it in all kinds of different ways. Speed and power, the 1-0. Outside. Good take. And it's 2-0. Duran took off from first, then stopped, tempting Jansen. And it's 2-0. Where you can get real action in these spots with 2 outs, first and third, is when you have speed at both first and third, and especially at third. This is the reverse of that with Dom Smith. Leading over at third, 2-0 to Hamilton. He's looking to drive one here, the pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul on the third base side.
Well, you're right about the versatility of this offense. We've seen it for years. The home run ball is so tough to rely on when you get into a playoff race, or especially in the postseason. And yeah, deservedly so. Baltimore and New York, they're seen as the best teams in the American League. They're both top 2 in the majors in home runs. Maybe not as well balanced, though, as the Red Sox seem right now.
3 straight hits to start the inning, but now the Red Sox with just 1 run in, trying to tack on here first and third with 2 down, infield back. 2-1 to Hamilton. Lined out his last time. The pitch fouled off the end of the bat. Another good two-seamer. It's 2-2. Fans here in Toronto have not had a lot to cheer about for these 3 games. 2-2. Smith at third, Duran at first. He runs. The pitch is outside. They will not throw through. That'll be a steal for Duran. His 18th of the year. The Red Sox 3rd of the game. And the club with the most steals in all of Big League Baseball, just piling them on.
I got 2 guys in the top 5 in the major leagues in stolen bases. Ellie De La Cruz is on a level of his own. We'll see him this weekend.
3-2. Swinging a ground ball to first. Guerrero to his left, boots it. Coming home to score is Smith. Duran takes a huge turn at third. He's now in a rundown. Guerrero doesn't know what to do. He's hopping halfway across the diamond. Now throws to third. Throw comes home. Duran, as Guerrero tries to cover third. He's in a pickle. They throw it to Vladdy. Now to the pitcher, and he tags Duran out, and the inning is over. Well, the Red Sox get another run on an error by Vladdy Jr., and then Duran tried his very best to get out of jail. However, the Red Sox put a couple more runs up. And because of a little misplay by Guerrero, they go to the bottom of the 8th, leading 7-3 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event when Dave, the sales guy, asks, "Want to test drive the Rogue?" And I'm like, "Let's go." We're driving when Dave says, "Check out the VC turbo engine." I hit the gas and whoosh. I'm like, "Okay, I wasn't expecting that." Dave goes, "If you think that's cool, watch this." Dave shows me the miles per gallon and I'm like, "Whoa, that's pretty impressive fuel economy." Dave mentions, "These new cars are going fast." And in that moment, I had to have that Rogue. Crazy, right?
Wait till you hear how I got my Sentra.
Now get a low $269 per month lease for 36 months on Rogue. Shop the Nissan sales event. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. 2024 EPA fuel economy estimates from 28 city, 34 highway to 30 city, 37 highway for 2024 Nissan Rogue. Actual mileage may vary. Well-qualified lessees. 2024 Rogue S all-wheel drive. $47.29 initial payment excludes tax, title, license, and $695 acquisition fee. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. N7824.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
We're packing our bags and hitting the road for the last stop of the 3rd roadshow season. Our final stop is Bernie's Beach Bar in Hampton on Friday from 6 to 10. The Greg Hill Roadshow is presented by Miller Lite. It's Miller Time New England and by Harbor One Bank.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
To the bottom of the 8th we go. Addison Barger to lead it off for the Blue Jays. 7-3 Sox. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Hyundai of Auburn. Slayton continues in the game. Looks like Chris Martin's going to get up in the bullpen for the Sox. It'll be a great time for him to kind of kick the cobwebs off. Slayton misses with a fastball for ball 1. We were sort of wondering how Alex would manage Chris's return. Whether he'd throw him right into the fires in the 8th inning. The 1-0 is a strike. And it's not that Alex doesn't trust Martin. He certainly does. But Alex is so aware of Just the delicacies of guys coming off the IL, and even for a veteran like Martin, it makes sense to kind of ease him in. 1-1 is low. Of course, that will depend a lot on what Slayton does here in the 8th. It may be a stressful outing, but for now, 7-3 Sox. Stay tuned for the Nissan postgame show. Hurry, and epic offers are going fast. Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. Way over to Pull on the infield for this left-handed hitting Barger. 2-1 pitch. Little fister on a line to third, and Devers makes the play. Good pitch by Slayton, so there's the first down at the bottom of the 8th. Major League Baseball will gather tomorrow at Rickwood Field in Birmingham, Alabama, a game that was always circled on the calendar and that was always going to celebrate Willie Mays in his hometown, the ballpark that is the site of his Major League debut. Willie, a couple days before his passing, spoke so eloquently about it. Here's a pitch to the right-handed hitting Kiner Falefa. That's a strike on the outside corner, talking about how as a kid in Birmingham, playing at Rickwood was his lifelong dream, and that the first time he did so, felt like he'd made it. Here's a pop-up on the infield. Devers, Smith come together, and Raffi looking up into the closed roof. He's there to make the play, 2 down. You often hear me on these broadcasts sing the praises of Joe Poznansky, the wonderful baseball writer. And unsurprisingly, Joe, who named Willie the #1 player of all time in his Baseball 100, had an utterly marvelous eulogy for Willie today. The pitch to Kevin Kiermaier is swung on and missed. That is a man who has a way with words. He began his homage by saying, "The sky seems a little less bright today. The music sounds just a bit bluer. The stars feel farther away." The 0-1 pitch is strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. He then went on to say that there were people in sports who looked effortless, Sayers and Orr and Griffey. He said, but Mays, he runs like he's racing after a missed bus. Guy who played with so much joy. 0-2 the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt, and the inning is over. Justin Slayton, a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th. More on the Say Hey Kid when we come back. Top 9 is next. 7-3 Red Sox in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Network.
And the pitch. Got him! The sweeper again. The sweeper's been devastating tonight.
When life gives you a sweeper, hit a grand slam. Enter Mass Mutual's Grand Slam giveaway. Red Sox. Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. No purchase necessary. 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 plus, ends 5 p.m. Eastern on 9/30. Grand prize entry period only through 11:59 p.m. Eastern on 7/31/2024. Sponsored by Mass Mutual.
For the 47th year in a row, Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move boats, bricks, and 2x4s. Work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and the all-new Super Duty never stop working. Just like you. Ford F-Series, official truck of your Boston Red Sox and America's #1 selling trucks 47 years straight. It's a record that may never be broken until next year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, get select sizes and varieties of snacks like Utz potato chips, Jack's Puff Curls, Planters peanuts, and Quaker rice cakes for only $1.97 each when you use the digital coupon Limit 4. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken. It'll tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Bowden Francis is on to face the Red Sox here in this top of the ninth inning. Sox closing in on a 5th straight victory. Offensively, they are just rolling right now. To be O'Neill, Devers, and Yoshida in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Alfa Romeo of Boston, Millbury, and Warwick. Here comes O'Neill, who walked in the first, since 0 for 3, but man, as he put his imprint on this series. (7-3). Sox lead the pitch. O'Neill takes outside. A little bit more from Joe Posnanski on Willie Mays, because I just think Paz, as his friends call him, has a way with words that just cuts to the essence and artistry of these ball players. And he said, sure, you see him even if you never saw him. He's settling under the ball, and the runner on third has his foot on the base. 1-0 to Tyler O'Neill. Strike on the outside corner with a breaking ball. He's tagging up. Everybody in the crowd knows it. There's a humming buzz in the ballpark. That feeling just before a Broadway curtain goes up. And the ball plunges into Willie Mays' glove, and he unleashes a throw. 1-1 is unleashed high and deep into left field. Back at the track, back at the wall, and it is caught right at the base of the wall. Tyler O'Neill just missed a 4th sour cream glaze here in Canada, a deep fly ball, and there's one away.
I thought this one was going to puncture the roof that just closed because of the stormy weather. I can't believe that one didn't get out, but hit it almost as high as he did deep.
So now one down for Devers. Unleash is the word, Posnanski wrote, the only word, because Willie Mays does not throw with his arm. He throws with all of himself. One out, here's Devers. Outside. He throws with all of himself, all of his 170 pounds of muscle, all of his hopes and disappointments, all of the love he has for baseball and life and the moment. And I think that everybody who ever watched him play felt that. The 1-0 to Devers, high fastball, and it's 2-0. I mean, that was the thing about Willie. You know, 660 home runs would have been more without the 2 years in Korea. The MVPs, the 24 All-Star games, all the remarkable accomplishments and numbers. 2-0 is swung on and missed. Not the real story. I mean, yes, the numbers reflect his greatness, but his impact in many ways boils down to his energy, his spirit. 2-1. Swinging a high fly into shallow right field. Back on at the second baseman, Horwitz. In comes Springer, and they will almost collide. Springer took it away from Horwitz. This is a club that is a little messed up at the moment. Play made, and they're 2 away.
You could see Horwitz saying no, and I'm guessing it was in response to Springer's question, did you not hear me calling for that ball? They're fortunate to get the out.
Here now, Yoshida, who's singled in 4 at-bats and scored a run. 7-3 Red Sox. 2 down, top 9. Strike on the outside corner with a slider. Red Sox baseball is brought to you by your New England Ford. 0-1 to Massa. Pitch inside. So many have beautifully eulogized the great Willie Mays. Talked about that spirit, that energy, that love of the game that drew so many in. 1-1 to Yoshida. Is a strike on the outside corner. I'm a little biased, but I thought something my brother said last night at the end of the Giants broadcast really resonated and had to do with what's coming tomorrow in Birmingham, Alabama. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Yoshida. 2 down to the top of the 9th. The pitch is outside. And that is that so many players who will be celebrated this weekend at Rickwood never saw the major leagues. We didn't get to see Josh Gibson and Oscar Charleston and so many greats. Imagine what it would have been like to not get Willie. The 2-2 is a broken bat blooper to first. Guerrero makes the play and the inning is over. What a gift it was for the world and for baseball to have 23 seasons of the Say Hey Kid. 3 outs from a sweep in Toronto. The Red Sox go to the bullpen after this. 7-3 on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
If you're shopping for a new car, the choice is simple. Herb Chambers. We offer legendary customer service, the largest inventory in New England, the lowest prices, and the best value. Find out for yourself today at any one of our convenient Herb Chambers locations.
In between looking for your tan lines this summer, let's see if you've got some money coming to you at findmassmoney.gov. Enter your name at findmassmoney.gov. The money could come from a long-forgotten bank account, payroll, refund checks, insurance proceeds. Enter your name at findmassmoney.gov.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oops. Ever had your singing lessons cut short by icy water?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Say goodbye to those cold notes with Navien tankless water heaters. With Navien, you'll hit all the right notes without the surprise chill. So keep singing and let Navien keep the hot water flowing. And get ready for the encore when you get your utility bill.
La 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 la.
Navien tankless water heaters. Visit tanklessmadesimple.com.
Summer's here, and so are the seasonal flavors you love at your local 99 restaurant. Try the new fresh strawberry chicken salad, jumbo shrimp scampi, or the lobster top baked stuffed haddock. You gotta love the nines.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Chris Martin returns to the mound. He'll get the bottom of the ninth. Red Sox trying to protect a 4-run lead here. Dom Smith's double, a big swing in the game. For every double the Red Sox hit, $50 to the American Diabetes Association, brought to you in part by the Massachusetts Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org to find the right plan for you and your family. Boston closing in on a 5th straight win. Spencer Horwitz facing Martin. Throws a first pitch cutter in under the hands for strike one. One pitch. Foul back. This is vintage Martin. It's 0-2. He was outspoken after the fact, saying, look, I know that in our culture, in our sport, it's not the manly thing to do to talk about mental struggles, which he had felt this year for the first time in so long. But I needed to say something. Stayed close to the team, got so much support. 0-2 to Horwitz. Line drive into right field, and that's going to get down for a hit. O'Neill races back to his right. Going to make the play to hold Horwitz to a single, so a leadoff knock for the Jays here in the ninth. Martin is such a perfectionist. Not happy with that pitch location. And this season, there has been more of that. Loud contact, runs given up. Leadoff hit in the ninth. Here is Justin Turner. These two were very close last year as JT takes a strike on the outside corner. They see the world in a pretty similar way. Justin and Chris do. Longtime veterans, leaders in their respective worlds, bullpen and in the hitter's room. 0-1. The pitch. Swinging a liner foul on the right field line. And we'll get into the seats. Turner tonight been on base 3 times. 2 hits, hit by a pitch in the first by Bayo. Oh and 2 again. Martin throws. Turner fouls it back. 4-seam fastball elevated. He talks often, Chris does, about how that pitch in that location can be such a good weapon for him. Always looking to tweak. 0-2. Smith holds the runner Horwitz at first. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Elevated cutter hung on to by McGuire. And there's one away.
And he set him up with that four-seamer that was 96. That cutter coming in at 93. Both of those numbers a full mile per hour harder than his average velocity for the season. You love to see it for Chris Martin.
Something that Alex Cora also said, that they were proud of him for speaking out, and they thought it really would benefit him to get a little break from throwing. Here's Vladdy Jr. ERA at Fenway. That's really only a couple of outings that exploded on him. Sub-1 on the road. 1-0. Taking all the way. Strike on the inside corner. I think he quick pitched him there, and Guerrero's shaking his head out to the mound.
I think it was literally scratching his butt as that pitch came in. I've never seen that.
Well, that's on him. 1-1. The pitch is lashed foul down the right field line. I mean, once the pitcher comes set, you're in the box. He has no obligation. Especially for a guy on a team that is scuffling as it is. Not the time for that. Toronto has faced Chris. Especially for a guy on a team that is scuffling as it is. Not the time for that. Toronto has faced Chris 18 times. Sub-2 ERA against the Jays. The 1-2 is chopped back to Chris. He stumbles. He barehands. He's on his back. He throws on 2 hops to first. It is picked by Smith, and you hope Martin's okay. I mean, that was a remarkable athletic play, stumbling back down the back slope of the mound to somehow get it with his bare hand. All of his weight fell onto his back. You hope he just knocked his wind out, and to be able to recover and throw to first, what a play. Everybody, fortunately, is laughing on the mound, which makes you know that Chris is saying something in only the way that he can. Sort of like, I feel like such an idiot right now.
It reminds me of, you go back to May 14th, he robbed one from Josh Lowe and a liner back up the middle, and it was hit so hard that he fell down flat on his back. Similar to that. That time it was on the front end of the mound. Here it was on the back end, and yeah, just a sigh of relief that he's okay.
Really amazing focus to make that play. He spent more time on the dirt on the mound this year than any other season in his career. One of the things you love about him, he just doesn't take himself seriously ever, and he has not stopped laughing.
I mean, 38 years old, World Series champion. He's got a right to take himself seriously, but you love how much fun he can have.
Big rig, fall hard. Nickname on the club. He's all dirtied up. 1 out from a sweep. Here's a fastball that missed a little bit high. Dalton Varsho, the last hope for the Jays. 7-3 Red Sox. So great to have Chris back on the mound. Tucks his red glove inside his left shoulder. Now sets very quickly. The 1-1 pitch comes home. High fly into left center field. Coming in, Duran. He will get there. He makes the play, and the Red Sox have swept the Toronto Blue Jays. Welcome back, Chris Martin. 7-3 the final. Boston has won 5 straight and 7 of 8. The offense does it again, and the Red Sox are rolling into the off day and then Cincinnati.
All that back and forth from above to below to right to 500. That's an old conversation. This team has won 40 games, and they're looking great doing it. 7 more runs on the board today, and you don't have your A game for Brian Bayo, and it doesn't matter the way this team is going right now. Another convincing feel-good win for the Red Sox.
Everybody making fun of Chris Martin in the handshake line, which you love to see. Homers from Duran and Valdez. Jaron's an absolute blast to straightaway center field. We'll keep it right here as we'll check in the Red Sox dugout in just a moment. You know, on the third base side, the Blue Jays are thinking, man, we should have made more of those opportunities with Bayo early in the game.
Yeah, that's the truth. They finished 1 for 15 with runners in scoring position. I go back to that double play from Justin Turner, who's done everything right this series except that one moment. Bases loaded, nobody out, and it was a game-tying double play that scored the run. But if that continues snowballing on Bayo in that 4th inning, I don't know if he gets out of that inning. So great job by him to get the ground ball you need. And even with his ups and downs, that's always been his key stat, the ground ball rate.
He has an ability in those spots to get stronger and better in jams, and he absolutely dug deep here tonight. And I believe we have David Hamilton down in the Red Sox dugout. Hammy, can you hear us?
I can, yeah.
Outstanding. First of all, welcome back. We're glad the injury was not that big a deal. You gave us a little bit of a scare as Alex and David came out to check on you, but I guess that's where we start. How is everything feeling? Yet another great night.
Feeling good. It was a good team win tonight. Happy flight.
What's the confidence like right now, Hammy? You got a guy like Gausman on the mound. He's been dominating this league for years, and you get him for 2 hits. Where's your confidence right now?
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to go up there and put the bat on the ball, really. Feel like I'm seeing the ball pretty well right now and got a good approach, so yeah, good things are happening.
Your ground ball rate is way down. Your line drive rate is way up. Pete Fatsy told me that he really focused with you on staying above the ball to try to, deliver those line drives. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, David? Like how in practice are you able, in big league games, to put that into play? How do you stay above the ball and hit all these line drives?
Yeah, I'm really just trying to keep my hands up at all times and be as direct I can to the baseball. Doing a lot of work in the cage, and it's showing up.
You take us through that big 8th inning rally yesterday. You come in to pinch run. That turns into the game-winning moment. What's it like to just be out there knowing that you've got speed like nobody else that can change a game, and that's what happened?
Yeah, I'm always looking to run when I'm on the bases, especially first base. Got a high leg kick from the guy, so I went first pitch and got in there, and my guy Rafa got me in. So it was fun.
20 steals in 50 games. A 1-6 to the plate is usually not going to do it with you on first base, David. Overall, this club has just done an incredible role. And, we keep saying this night after night as you talk about it. Cedon, Jaron hits a huge home run tonight. It's the young guys who are charging this thing. How cool is that?
Yeah, man, it's awesome to see these guys perform at the level they are. It's amazing, especially Rafa. He's starting to swing it now, and man, I've seen him play for a couple years now, playing with them, AA, AAA. Dude's good, and Jaron too. These guys rake, good athletes. We're all fast. Yeah, it's fun.
Fun to watch. And guess what? You're swinging it too. It's been fun to watch you. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
All right, that's David Hamilton. And, it's amazing, Tyler, as we get set for the Nissan postgame show with Joe Weil. I feel like I say this every night now, but it is true that all wins are not created equal. All runs are not the same. This is now the guys who you bank on to be the building blocks for the future. And, in their own way, Duran's been doing it all season long. This is now 2.5 months where Jarren Duran has been an elite all-star type player. Get him to the all-star game. He needs to be there. I think he will be there. But now all of a sudden, Rafaela and Hamilton and Valdez join the party. And for David and for Cedon, we're now talking about a month plus where it is straight to the baseball, line drives all over the place, speed that cripples defenses and pitching staffs. I can't remember a time, almost literally in Red Sox history, where it's this brand of player that is so fast and so athletic, where you have 3 or 4 of them, because I think you can throw Connor Wong in there too, where they're all elevating and red hot at the same time.
And what's nice is none of those players play right field or first base, because a long time ago, it feels like the goal was just let's stay afloat until we get Casas back, and then let's stay afloat until we get Abreu back. Now those guys feel like, I'm not going to say icing on the cake, but if you get those guys in the lineup that seems to be scoring 7 runs or more just about every night, and if they're not, they're getting clutch hits in a 4-3 win yesterday, you've got yourself one of the more complete lineups in the American League to go along with a pitching staff that keeps getting the job done. That's exciting stuff. And what I'll say about Hamilton specifically is when he got off to that slow start, everyone in AAA was saying, he's better than this. We know he'll turn it around. I don't know if we thought he was going to be this good. And that's what's really exciting, because now the potential for me is limitless. He's better than I thought he would be by quite a bit in the major leagues for a much more consistent period than expected. So right now for me, David Hamilton, sky's the limit.
Certainly that's true at the plate and on the bases. Brian Bayo, again, had one of these kind of maddening outings. Now, he made big pitches when he needed to, and that was important. But against a team like the Orioles or the Astros or, pick your great lineup, whether it's the Phillies or the Braves, you're not going to get away with what he did tonight. These Phillies are a little down without Bichette. They're just not swinging it right now. Look, it's kind of glass half empty would say he's got to knock that off. The half full side says he made pitches when he needed to. But I was glad to see him finish the way that he did. But overall, he's just got to be sharper and throw more strikes.
No, you're right. The first pitch was off the plate. He walked a guy in the opening inning, hit a couple of batters across the first 2 innings, so that was a bad sign going for the rest of the start. But I guess I'll go glass half full. Back in the offseason, heading towards spring training, Pedro Martinez talked about Brian Bayo's next step in development and what Pedro had to do when he was Bayo's age, figuring out how to get wins for your team when you don't have your best stuff. I don't think Bayo had anything close to his A game in this outing, and comes away with 6 strikeouts, the 7 hits, the 2 hit batters, the 2 walks. You're going to have to clean it up against better lineups, so we'll see. I still go back to what Lou Merlone said about maybe trying to separate the velocities on the slider and the changeup, but forget about that until you start throwing strikes consistently with all 3 pitches. So hopefully today's a step in the right direction, and I'm excited to see him against a better lineup with hopefully some better stuff, but he got the job done tonight.
Lastly, there's a guy down the right field line wearing number 16 in a gray Red Sox jersey who is a total superstar badass in the game right now. He just, every single night, he does stuff that makes you say, wow, every night. And sometimes it's and again, you read the stat about how many of his homers have tied the game or put the Red Sox ahead. It's a special player that
having a phenomenal year, and Jarren Duran for Alex Cora and the Red Sox, and there's a reason he's in the lineup every day, and who knows, he could be the first guy since Buckner to play all 162, and I think, at least I hope, Red Sox fans have learned some patience in the short term here with waiting on Rafaela, waiting on Hamilton, Casas last year, Abreu this year, to get comfortable, get better, and start producing. Jarren Duran, who could have expected this 2 years ago when he had some down moments? Just the work he has put in on and off the field, it just makes you happy for a guy who has earned the opportunity to be great, and he is seizing it like nobody we've seen atop the order for the Red Sox.
Such a good point. Alex made the point in his pregame conversation that he remembers the moment in Kansas City when Duran lost the ball and threw it into the stands and was yelling at fans. Like, that seems like a decade ago. His evolution is so stark. So the Red Sox will ride him. They'll ride these young players into a 3-game weekend series in Cincinnati. They've won 5 straight. They are now 40-35. Nearing the halfway point of the season, the Red Sox right in the thick of it, and they are surging at the right time.
It's exciting to watch, and look, this was about proving that last week wasn't a fluke. You won 4 out of 6 against the Phillies and Yankees. Okay, can you keep it up? Not only did they keep it up, they sweep the Blue Jays at home, and this Toronto team was coming in red hot. Felt like the Blue Jays were ready to figure things out, but the Red Sox, they imposed their will in so many ways against a team that thought they would start rolling. It just didn't happen. This is going to be, it's perfect timing with the Celtics hoisting the trophy. A lot of eyeballs going to be on this Red Sox team, and they're going to be happy with what they see.
They are catching the Red Sox, all these teams, at the absolute wrong time. That was fun, Tyler. I'm glad you're staying tonight, not driving overnight. That's much better plan.
Yes, thanks very much. Always a bucket list item to call some games here at Rogers Center. Will Fleming, so thanks for being my Sherpa once again.
Yeah, right. I carried the pots and water and food and everything. It is a beautiful place, and even more beautiful after a Red Sox sweep. Joe Wiles got the Nissan postgame show. Paul Gatt was awesome. Paul Gatt was awesome, as always. These Canadians, they know how to mix a radio broadcast, and Paul did a wonderful job of that. And, of course, Stan Bruno back in the flagship WEI studios. We're off tomorrow, and then we'll be right back at it on Friday in Cincinnati. The Red Sox and the Reds in the Central Time Zone. And maybe I'm wrong about that. I think Cincinnati might actually be Eastern time zone. As it is, the Red Sox Friday will start at 7:10. So there you go. Cincinnati, Ohio. Cutter Crawford on the mound for the Sox. Joe's got the Nissan postgame show for Tyler Murray. Will Fleming saying so long from north of the border. How about it? The Red Sox sweep the Jays, and they're 5 games over 500. Talk to you Friday in the Natty on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Summer's here, and so are the seasonal flavors you love at your local 99 restaurant. Try the new fresh strawberry chicken salad, jumbo shrimp scampi, or the lobster-topped baked stuffed haddock. You gotta love the nines.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oops. Ever had your singing lessons cut short by icy water?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Say goodbye to those cold notes with Navien tankless water heaters. With Navien, you'll hit all the right notes without the surprise chill. So keep singing and let Navien keep the hot water flowing. And get ready for the encore when you get your utility bill.
La 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 la.
Navien tankless water heaters. Visit tanklessmadesimple.com.
If you owe $25,000, $50,000, even $100,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt, you may be feeling overwhelmed, filled with anxiety, even embarrassed. Well, stop. That's right, stop. It's not your fault. Life happens. People lose their jobs, get sick, get divorced, and many other things that can lead to financial stress. So, don't feel bad about it, do something about it. And join the over 300,000 people who worked with accredited debt relief to pay off their debt. A company with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They're here to help people just like you. Get out of debt faster and feel the relief that comes with financial freedom.